All right, and we are recording. Welcome to the Chronicles of the Folk Band, session number 23. The Folk Band are currently in the Temple of the Allfather. They've come here to hopefully speak with an oracle, get some questions answered. They spent the better part of a few hours exploring the temple. They found in the feast room, they found a few things. They found a gigantic sized axe. They found a brazier that seems to be burning some type of natural gas coming up from somewhere. They were attacked by a couple of nasty looking beasties. Vark entered into one of their tunnels and saw that there were some caverns with maybe some lava. And then everybody went unnamed. That's weird. And then everybody went up into the northern section. You triggered a trap, Indiana Jones style, with a giant crushing ball. Unfortunately, a pair of familiars were lost in that trap. And then explored the rest of the area. Things seemed to be fairly normal. You went upstairs to find a whole bunch of webbing and basically said, yeah, no, and went back downstairs, never explored the top level, and came back into the main room here to lick some wounds and discuss their next moves. So it is approximately 5:30 in the evening. You've just come out of the northern section to, and I believe that your intent was to do a short rest. Is that still what everybody wants to do?
That's what I remember. I was going to actually ask the group if I'm either just not remembering something, but we're not on any kind of time constraint. Like we're not like on any kind of a clock. Like nobody's waiting on us. Like imperatively. Obviously, all of Faerun is waiting on us to end this giant war. But what I'm trying to ask is if there's time to take 2 hours, because I'd like to do a short rest and also resummon Amos.
So I want to cover that real quick. I did notice that nobody has incense in their inventory, which is a required component for this. I'm going to say that nobody would have left a town without being able to resummon. So I am going to say that you both have enough incense for one summoning, and then you're going to have to buy incense if you want to do it.
Okay. That. I didn't realize the material components had a cost. So
certain spells have material components that list a cost. If it lists a cost, you have to have that component. You can't just use a component.
Yeah, and I didn't realize that Find Familiar was one of those. So I thank you very much for that's. I think it's super fair.
Yeah,
I do have sticks of incense, or do you have to have like a certain amount of incense?
Yeah, I think it's 50 gold worth or something. I might be.
Oh, then no, that's not going to be nearly enough.
What's the spell? Familiar. 10 gold pieces worth of charcoal, incense, and herbs that must be consumed by a fire in a brass brazier.
Certainly, we'd have a brass brazier on us. Just
yeah. It's just the charcoal, incense, and herbs.
Okay.
The brass brazier doesn't necessarily have a gold, so that's presumably in your component pouch.
All right. So I guess with no objections, we'll take 2 hours.
I thought we could summon during a short rest if we were like.
No, we definitely can't. That's why I wasn't able to get a short rest in before we ended this time stop in Lylan, because Vazos got killed, and he was integral to our plan.
Oh, okay. Oop, I'm not a magic caster. I don't know shit. I mean, I just. Are we back out here? Oh yeah, we went all the way back out into the main room.
Yep.
Well, I just fear that not going up to the top of that place, even with the spiders that we suspect are there, we're missing out on something.
I mean, that's true. And I mean, we're the folk band. Like, if there are spiders up there, we can probably take them.
We can squash some spiders.
Yeah, it's like those spiders are just a hammer smash waiting for a hammer.
And ma'am has a hammer.
Exactly. God, I still love that line. I'm having a pretty serious lag problem, guys. So I am going to log off of the call on the computer and get on my phone and see if that helps. All right. So cool. I'll be right back.
I mean, I'm not opposed. I feel like we've spent a lot of time in here, and we technically do have people waiting. We have the ones on the airship, right?
So, sorry, I had stepped away for a second. Are we discussing 2 short rests so that one could be for resummoning Amos, and then the other one can be an actual short rest for Zwazos?
Well, yeah, in my head it was, we'd short rest, and then, you guys would
Keep yourselves occupied while I summoned Amos.
I assume Bubble also.
I'm not like desperate to resummon Bubble. If we were gonna take 2 hours, I would go ahead and do it, I think. I don't. I'm hesitant in saying this just from I think metagame perspective. I'm like, not sure we want to leave too much, like keep taking time in here. But I think from a more like in Mam's head perspective, this place has been sitting here for centuries. I assume, mostly undisturbed. What's another 2 hours gonna do? Also, Flash, Michael, I love your shirt.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's great. I was in the biology club when I was at USM. Yes, I am a massive nerd. And we had a rivalry with the chemistry club. We would do like kickball games against them. And we considered Godzilla our mascot. And I have a shirt somewhere of Godzilla holding the president of the chemistry club in his hand that our biology club made. And it's a great shirt.
Oh my God, that is awesome. And I love it. I can't wait to see it someday, hopefully.
I will do my best to be able to show you someday. I actually think I just saw it in my drawer for the first time in quite a while the other day.
Nick, I'm having trouble getting the map to come up. Like I'm clicking the find on map button, and the lag issue does seem to have alleviated itself to a point. So oh, there it goes.
All right. So I've shared the map. You're sitting in the big hall, surrounded by a bunch of giant statues and some sconcy things in the walls, and there's frost on the floor. And are you napping? Are you going to go smash some spiders?
I mean,
yeah, I mean the spiders aren't going anywhere. I think we might as well do the short rest first.
I think Nyx has a little bit of issue with time, just because of like the mind bend that was we went into the oh god,
Feywild.
The Feywild thinking we'll have more time in the Feywild, and then ending up spending a month in there when we really spent like a day or two, and like Nyx doesn't trust spending too much time in places anymore. So Nyx is kind of just like, I mean, I guess if you guys really need to like summon Okay. Nyx just looks like really uncomfortable.
Nyx has time trauma.
They really do. They really do. After like spending a month unaware and like the freaking giant war starting while they were away.
If I can't see the sky, I don't really know what time it is.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, if Nyx is gonna voice a concern, I mean, I know that Zwazos would take it seriously. And like,
Oh, Nyx is like. That's why I was like, I mean, like if you guys really need that time, I mean, if we really need Amos and Bubble, I mean, I miss them, and I'm sorry about the trap. I didn't think I didn't think it was gonna. Anyway, I just, with the Feywild and everything, and we spent like a month in there, even though it was like only a couple days. Like I'm just concerned with
I
any
mean,
place that seems magical now.
Nyx, we love you, and you're certainly not a part of this team because of your forethinking. And we love you anyway. I'm sure Amos will be fine for another however long. Let's just rest up, patch ourselves up, and go explore the upper floor.
I agree.
Okay.
Maybe a compromise of just one quick rest, patch up our wounds. I don't need Bubble for anything in here. In fact, I don't know how keen he's gonna be to come back here too quickly.
I'm sorry. I'm so
He's
sorry.
not a fighter.
I mean,
It really, yeah.
we can always, even if we come to a place where we think that, Amos and his blessing and all that stuff is something that we really need, we could just get the hell out of here. Like, it's not going anywhere.
All right. So you're all hanging out for an hour here?
Yeah, and I'm gonna I am gonna go ahead and take two. I don't know what everybody has for. What's everybody have for hit die?
I have 7 left.
I'm pretty good. I've still got
Okay.
plenty of hit die.
In that case, Zwazos is going to take a quick second to use his 2 pack slots to cast a pair of 2nd level healing words on Nyx, so that way Nyx won't have to use as many hit die.
I mean, we can put out our torch for the hour that we're resting, so as to conserve.
I'm sorry, Justin. Say that again.
I'll be right back. I'm going to the bathroom. And your torches went out during that short rest.
Oh. Okay. Justin, are you there?
Sorry, I'm here. I was listening. I was just out of reach of my microphone, though.
Oh. Why am I? Oh, okay. My healing. Okay, well, my healing didn't go to Nyx for whatever reason, so I guess that doesn't really matter. But Justin, what am I doing wrong when it comes to upcasting? Because, like, I guess I'm asking you to refresh my memory on how upcasting works.
In what?
Assuming you remember.
In the mechanics of the new fantasy ground thing?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I have not.
Oh,
I have
okay.
not used it.
Then I will simply do
What?
this.
Is there a new fantasy ground thing?
Well, I was asking Justin about upcasting because my pack slots are second level slots, and I was gonna use them both because I'm gonna get them back at the end of a short rest anyway.
Oh, right.
So I was
Yeah,
gonna use them on Nyx.
Yep. Just put the level in the upcast.
Okay, so I go to upcast and I type in 2.
Yep. And then click the star next to the spell.
Oh, brilliant.
It doesn't look like you were targeting anybody, though.
I mean, I've got a little arrow going from me to.
Do you need to see me? Because the torches went out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's probably it.
That's great. Okay, so it was 7. Why did that not work?
Well, it'd be 7 plus 6.
Hang on here. Something's...
If it's a visual thing, the torches went out. I don't know.
Yeah,
that
I'm thinking that you might be right about that, Eliza.
I'm not sure. I see that you're targeting.
Does anybody have a?
I mean, I have a torch. I can.
Yeah.
Nick, I don't think you heard, but I did say that Ma'am put out her torch before we settled down.
Okay.
I think I heard even Michael say, "What'd you just say, Justin?" But I had started to walk out of the room after I said it.
All right, no problem. I can turn that back. Just a little too close. Okay. So why is that not working?
Is Fantasy Grounds programmed to when you can't see?
Yeah, because a creature of your choice that you can see within range. So I can only assume that that's the issue.
I don't think so. I'm wondering if there's a problem with the extension because it didn't tick off your spell slot either.
Oh, interesting. Yes, it did on my end.
It did?
Yeah, I got a pack magic spell slot ticked off. But the healing is off on it, Nick. It needs to be at plus charisma. Or plus spellcasting ability modifier.
It looks like it says that. I see the +6 on there. It's got the charisma bonus.
I only see target heal 1d4 on my end.
That's not what I'm seeing. I see you on here. Heal target 1d4 +6. Something's going on.
So I don't know if this could be part of the issue, but when I first tried to get on, I had to import the character again. So I found the sole level 14 version of Zwazos that was available to me.
Oh shit! You've got 2 Zwazos in here. Oh god damn it. Well,
do I need to be a different?
Yeah, they're 2 different characters.
I'm so sorry. I feel really bad for the many people who are enjoying the stream right now.
All right. Okay. I'm going to pause. And we're back.
Hello, everybody.
Back from our technical difficulties. We have a torch on the ground so that Ma'am and Zwazos can read their books during their short rest, cast a few spells, did some light napping, and you are now... Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. How do I delete that? There we go. Okay. Sorry. Bear with me. All right. So we're back. We're getting a nice little rest. Everyone's get a nice little stretch. Okay. And we are now at 6:30 p.m. And so this torch, I believe torches last an hour. Is that right?
I think that's right.
Okay. So this torch is going to expire. 1 hour. Yep. Okay. So this torch goes out. And so I'll have to tick off a torch in the inventory if you haven't already, and then so it's back to being dark. Nyx can kind of see, but I think you're the only one, ma'am. You have a small amount of blind sight around you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Other than that, you are all quite blind in here.
I mean, ma'am, as we finish up, ma'am will relight her torch. And offer Nyx one if they don't have more. Or we'll offer one to anybody because they still have 9. She still has 9.
Okay.
I'll take one. I'll take one because I used one.
And I'd probably want one too. What was my?
I don't want to light it. I just want to take the torch, like just a plain torch, because I used one.
Oh,
Just
okay.
want to have a torch on me.
All right. So then
Yeah.
I'll take that torch off the person. All right.
So I have 9. I'm giving one to Nyx and one to Zwazo, so I'll put that down to 7.
And,
Is Razos lighting his torch?
yes, please and thank you. And does anybody want to make a note of, at our next availability that we'll want to get some torches and some incense, etc.?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm the note taker. I'll make a note.
Yeah, I know I won't remember. I mean, I'll make a note if nobody else is gonna. But I appreciate your fastidiousness, Eliza. You are as wonderful as you are beautiful.
All right. So we can
I have forgotten.
squash the
I have
spider.
forgotten how to make a G. Oh my god! There we go. There we go. I made a G. I'm good.
Yeah, I know that we all said webs, no thank you, but the more I think about it,
Let's be clear. You all said webs, no thank you.
fair enough. But to hear you talk about it, ma'am, I am starting to get excited about squashing spiders.
Look, all I'm saying, there was a giant magical boulder trap. You don't just put those in to protect nothing. There's gotta be something over there.
But it's still true. Why put it there? Like, once you get to that point, you're already in, like, you're deep in it. Like, they didn't even put the trigger at the entrance. Well, probably because if they put the trigger at the entrance, we'd have time to get out of the way.
Yeah, I don't know what
I don't
the
know. I'm not a strategist. That's what you're here for, ma'am.
Well,
yeah,
I do have to
sure.
say, I went all the way up to the front afterwards, like where where that thing pushed the boulder back into, and that room off to the side had a little walkway thing, like the little path through. But I didn't see where it went because, again,
Amos saw it
webs.
and said there were more webs. And again, most of us said, no, thank you.
Oh no, there was 2 rooms. I didn't think Amos went in that one.
I really miss Firebolt.
I didn't realize there was passages off those last couple rooms.
Just the
I
one.
thought there was.
It's less a passage and more just like a fissure, like just an opening. Like it doesn't necessarily look like it's there on purpose. And if it is there on purpose, it was done without the same
care of construction that the rest of the place has in all its opulence.
Well,
But we could go.
I'd be very open to reinvestigating, maybe with a slightly more subtle approach.
Yes, I'm still sorry about that.
I can only assume that the reason Amos didn't trigger the trap is because he wasn't touching the floor. But ma'am, you said the aura, the magical aura that we assume was connected to the trigger went all the way up and down.
Was that correct?
Yep,
Is that what I remember?
It was like a cube.
Yeah.
It's a cube.
I don't know. Maybe he's just tiny. Maybe that's, it's like how, I can't think of a Faerun example, but whatever. You get my point. Moving on.
Yeah.
Let's go squash things.
Yeah.
I'm having trouble holding Vark back. As Wazos just kind of, pantomimes trying to hold Vark back.
Yeah.
But it's very evident that Zwazos is the one who wants to go kill something.
All right, let's go spider hunting.
Do it. Do we want to go to the fissure first or just up the stairs? Nick, the fissure was before the trap trigger?
Yes.
So was there... I remember there being a fissure before the attack trigger. Were there other fissures further down in other rooms? But it was just
the one. Yeah.
Okay, I do remember that one.
There was nothing else anywhere. It was very, very, very underwhelming.
Let's try those. I don't know. Let's try the stairs first, maybe.
Okay. Cool. Let's go.
All right. So you are all heading up to the doors. Ark's ready.
The doors are open still, yes, from when we...
Yep. Yep. This side is open. The other side's still covered in ice.
Oh, and we have to go to the other map.
Yep.
Wow, I'm just zooming out and seeing some squares that you drew earlier, realizing just how massive this map is.
It is very massive.
And, not surprised that you need a second one for this other row. Holy mother.
All right. Whoops, I got to share this map, don't I? There we go. Oh, whoops.
Apologies, I had to go to the bathroom. I'm back now, though.
Do you have any feelings of going stairs versus fissure first?
I don't know where the fissure leads, but I know upstairs must be a mirror, or should be a mirror of what we've experienced in other rooms. So I would rather go with what we know first.
Well,
and then go to...
There weren't two levels. If we go opposite of this room, that's where the, dining hall or whatever, where we fought the Rena Zampicas or whatever.
Right, but we've been in here, and the previous room before this big room had the two levels.
Yeah, I just...
So,
the only thing I can think of, ma'am, do you have another... I know that Nyx is worried about time, but is it worth it to cast Detect Magic again?
Ma'am's has a foot about to go up the stairs. Yeah, I could do that real quick if I need 10 minutes if that's all right with you all.
You take your time.
If we just touch these, Don't spiders. I mean, we've dealt with spiders. Don't spiders. You know, like if you touch their web, they come out.
Yeah, they're very. I mean, I, the player, know that spiders are among the most vibration sensitive creatures that are known to exist. But if I remember correctly, the actual webs don't start until like halfway up the stairs. Nick, is that right?
Yeah, you can see there are some like webs and cobwebs here, and in some sections, there's a little bit like down here, but it starts to get really thick on the landing there, and as you go up the stairs, it gets really thick.
Amos's 120 feet of dark vision would be super duper useful right now. I'm so sad that he got squished.
I have dark vision. I could
Yeah, but
use for dark
you
vision.
can't go up there without touching the webs.
Wouldn't he touch the webs too?
No, it flies.
Yeah, but there's webs everywhere. It doesn't matter.
I mean,
Like
I
there's
guess
there.
in
It's
my
in
head they're
case.
like attached to the walls and ceiling so much that there'd be. I don't know, Nick. Do you want to describe the setting a little bit better, or more?
Yeah.
Or again, I'm sorry, I don't mean to.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, so in this first set of stairs, you can see kind of like cobwebs where they are anchored to the walls and ceiling, but they're kind of floating in some places like they haven't been maintained very well. As you get onto the second landing, it starts to create more of like a funnel effect where the floors and the sides, it kind of goes up around. So it kind of leaves you with kind of a small being relative to the size of this area. Like a tunnel that goes through, probably about 10 feet wide, 10 feet high, that kind of, if you were to try to walk outside of that funnel, you'd literally be walking through webbing, which, might be possible if you go very slowly and carefully.
So is there enough exposed ground to be able to walk through this tunnel without encountering the webs, or at least as far as we can see?
From where you can see now, there is still some floor that's not covered. Okay. As Nick starts to get on that landing and they look up the stairwell, you can see that most of the ground is covered with webs as well.
I'm sorry. I'm just realizing that I'm assuming that Ma'am finished Detect Magic before Nyx went up there.
I mean, do we feel like that is important right now?
If there are traps, if there are more traps, like more magical traps, I feel like I know for sure that if Nick started to go up the stairs before Ma'am was done casting Detect Magic and being able to potentially sense more magical traps, Nyx would have said, like, Wazos would have said something. Would have been like, "Whoa, hey." Okay. So whether Nyx would have listened or not, I don't know.
I'll say if there are spiders up here, they probably would have triggered any traps that
You've got me there.
We can spend the 10 minutes. I know Nyx is worried about time. Okay. We also, don't have too much time with our torches.
That's a good point too. Okay, I guess where are we up here?
Just so 10 minutes? No 10 minutes?
No 10 minutes.
No 10 minutes. Okay. All right. So you all head up into and again, you can kind of see, as you start to look here, you can really see that the sides are really covered in webs and such. So it's the further up you go, the more you're being funneled into about a 10-foot section in the center.
And is there a third map?
There is. Well, kind of. It's on this map. It's just in a different section.
Things.
Yep. Yeah. So you are going to suddenly be here.
So I guess for what it's worth, Swazos might say that maybe he should go in first, and as if to avoid potentially stepping on anything and alerting any arachnids. Because it sounds like there's enough space for me to be able to kind of hover through.
Like I said, it's basically like a 10-foot circular section. So you can hover in that section and just kind of fly through it.
Well, I guess I can't see anything. Oh.
No. So as you start to get there, you can see here what looks like similar to down on the first floor is a statue. It's a statue of, looking at it, appears. I'm gonna say you recognize what a cloud giant looks like. So to you, it looks like a female cloud giant wearing some type of like a thespian mask, but it's in the face is like angry, and to use Zwazos, it looks as if she's in the process of casting a spell. Like she's doing hand signals. She's, to you, it appears as though she's like a fresco of her casting a spell.
Does she show those same signs, like the differentiation between the giant statue downstairs and the creature statue in the other room, where one of them was more evidently looked like it could potentially animate?
Do you want to inspect it?
I think I would, yes.
Okay. You can see that there are a lot of webs like covering the statue. Like you can see it, but it's kind of like you're looking through the webs to see it. There isn't really a good pathway to
get close
the statue, so you'd either have to, try to, kind of walk your way through some of the strands, or you'd have to somehow clear some of the webs to get to the statue.
Well, I will leave the statue the fuck alone then.
And so you can start to see there to the north that a very similar type hallway leads up to the north. And again, like the webbing is even thicker up here if possible. It looks like this whole area is just covered in webbing with a couple of small pathways. And you can start to see, a pathway goes down the center here, but I'd say from your angle, you can start to see that there are some sections where like there's tunnels of webbing that go off in different directions.
I mean, okay. Hear me out on this. Do we maybe just like try and draw them out, and at least then we're getting them on our terms?
That's actually not a bad idea if we try and draw them out before we're fully surrounded by webs.
Yeah, like I'm starting to think maybe we should be like trying to hit these, like we could set ourselves up right here, and we can like just start, like Mam and Zwazos can just start both green flame blading everything. And then if nothing else, it'll get rid of some of the webs and get them out of our way. I mean, if there's nothing up there, if whatever's up there has long since frozen to death and we're like doing this all for nothing, great. But if not, then at least something has to come out to where we're ready.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Cool. So then, I mean,
Next.
Okay. So what's the plan?
I was thinking about lighting the fucking web on fire, so go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
can I also just say this is completely random, but I'm obsessed with the physics of the overlapping light sources.
oh my god.
That's awesome.
I'm only just realizing that.
Like-
oh my god, that's amazing.
Right? Like the
So the two dim lights equal bright light. Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yep.
I love it so much.
yes, which is very interesting to me because I'm literally teaching this in a science class right now. So I'm like,
Oh, that's awesome.
Great. Yay.
I mean,
All right.
Anyways, let's
gonna-
lure out some spiders.
Zwazos is going to wait for Mam to get close because Zwazos doesn't feel safe without Mam close by.
Can I just sit
Go
by?
a little bit closer in.
Yeah, and
Can
then
I- can I start-
and then Zwazos is just going to start
Yeah.
green flame blading with what do I even have anymore? Because I don't have I'm not attuned to the sun sword anymore.
Name's just gonna see if holding her dagger, her torch up to the webs
Weapon.
does
Okay.
anything.
Yep. So one of the things, I would say that you're all fairly aware that webbing typically will lighten and on fire. What you're seeing when you put your torch up to this web is it almost starts to melt. Like you see it start dripping and then it just kind of melts away. But it never catches fire.
Interesting.
I have an oil flask left. I have two
Can I-
oil flasks.
Can I do either like an arcana or history check to see if I know anything about, like, have I encountered this type or read about this type of webbing or something?
Or maybe nature check from, I don't know.
Yeah. I would allow either a history or a nature check from anyone who wants to do either or.
I would love to do a.
Those are both zeros for me, so.
I can do either. I would rather do a history.
Yeah, I've got a +7 to history, so
So I guess I'll do
That would
nature
be-
just to be the odd man out, and maybe I'll roll really well.
Okay. So you're gonna do a nature. You're gonna do a nature check, Swazos.
Sure.
Okay. Well,
I rolled a 12.
I know spiders and that it doesn't melt like this normally.
so the whole. If you ever do those recursed rolls and you see success or failure, it's because I didn't change the DC. It's not because you succeeded or failed. I generally don't set the DCs for those, so I just don't want to. Yeah, as far as from meta, if you see it say success, that doesn't necessarily mean it was a success. And I say that because Zwazos did not succeed. Ma'am, 20. That's pretty good. I would say that in your studies of certain things and places and stuffs in the cold. You have heard of spiders who live completely within Arctic regions, who have developed webs that are more icy and that don't burn in fire. And this is a very rare type of Arctic spider that you would encounter.
And so,
And they're generally very big. You also remember that.
go ahead,
Ma'am will relay that.
It's you start to realize that now that you think about it and you remember the size of these spiders, that maybe it makes sense why there's a 10-foot tunnel through the webbing.
I've got tunnel spiders in my garden, so like that was all I had in my mind was these little spiders that fill up the entirety of their tube and then just.
all I could think of was scorpions, because it's my understanding that scorpions make similar habitats.
Oh,
At least
cool.
I think I remember that.
I don't know much about scorpions, actually, aside from the fact that they glow in blacklight.
Yes, they have the weird glowy things. They glow. I don't remember why they glow, but they glow.
Yeah, it's something in their I think chitin.
So,
anyways, Ma'am relays that.
And I guess we're not getting any reaction yet from the strands that are breaking and the like kind of effect to the structure of the webbing in the room.
Not that you're aware of. You're how much time do you want to dedicate to hacking at the webs, and how deep do you want to go?
Just for Zwazos to just be green flame blading with his dagger, just working his way in, like trying to cause as much commotion to the general structure of the webbing as possible.
Okay. So you're just hacking away at webs. That's what Swazos is doing.
With fire damage.
Okay. What is Ma'am doing?
I think once Ma'am kind of realizes this, I think she's not going to sit there trying to burn them if she knows that's not going to work. But still kind of wants to drag these things out. She's curious. So I think she might actually be doing the same thing as Zwazos and green flame blading to cause a disruption, but also hoping that the green flame blade just stops the webs from like gunking up her hammer if they seem to be like melting.
They as long as you're green flaming, they're not sticking to anything.
Yeah.
You are destroying the webs. They are melting as you destroy them. They're just not like going up in flames.
Right. Yes. And does it seem like we're not like? I don't even know how to explain this necessarily, but I guess I imagine there could be a world where like you hit something with fire and like it just kind of melts it in a way that it doesn't send like vibrations. Are we seeing that there's disturbances in the webs further on as we're hitting them?
Yeah. You're definitely there's definitely some resistance as you go through as you're hitting the webs. You're feeling it hit your weapon and it's tugging and pulling, but it's also cutting and melting.
Do the webs seem like more brittle? Like, are they still moving? Are they still flexible and pliable?
They are still flexible and pliable. Yeah. Yeah. You feel them tug and stretch and pull, and then they give and melt, and
rinse and repeat.
Yep. Okay. And what is Nyx doing while they're hacking away? Are you doing anything?
Well, if Nyx can get close to this statue that Zwazos was focused on, Nyx would like to do a religion check.
Same thing as Wazos. The webbing is mostly covering it, so to get close enough to inspect it, you would either have to clear the webbing or try to move through it.
Well, since we're hacking away at it, I'll start cutting it then towards the. I don't know how far you're gonna let me go, but I'll go towards.
And what are you cutting the webs with?
I was just gonna light a torch and start waving it.
Okay, all right. So you're burning the webs away. Okay.
Yeah.
I would say you get the idea that it would take you maybe a couple minutes to burn away enough webbings to really inspect the statue in any meaningful way.
Okay. If I start slashing it with the cat sword instead.
So when you start using the cat sword, you feel that there's a lot more resistance when you use the cat sword without flame, but you are able to cut through it. So you are able to cut it. The pieces are kind of falling away. They're not necessarily melting, but you are able to cut through with your sword. I would say if like you had the cat sword in one hand and the torch in the other, you could clear enough in 1 minute.
Yeah, that's what I was. That'll do.
Okay.
That'll do.
All right. So you are clearing the statue. Ma'am and Zwazos are hacking away. Is there any specific area you're trying to clear, or are you just kind of randomly hacking away?
Just whatever seems like it would draw the most attention. Like, I mean, yeah. So, I mean, I'm on this side of the room. Like, I was kind of already here, so I was thinking clack, 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 clack. With kind of keeping my eyes up there, waiting for something to come out.
I was just gonna say, if Ma'am might notice Nyx going for the statue, and hitting webs is hitting webs, so she's just gonna go over and help clear the statue with Nyx, because that seems interesting.
Okay. Good. All right. Zwazos, you're doing the same thing. You're gonna.
Yeah.
Looks like you're heading over to help Nyx clear the statue.
Yeah, that's kind of where I was.
Okay. All right. So you spend it. I would say with the three of you hacking away, it takes probably 30 seconds, maybe, to clear this out. And that gives so once it's cleared out, that kind of gives you a chance to inspect it. Nyx, you wanted to inspect it. Does anyone else, now that it's cleared, anybody else want to take a moment to inspect it?
Do I have any kind of idea? You mentioned that it looks like the statue, the giant in the statue is casting a spell. Do I have any idea what spell is what I would be looking for?
Okay, so you want to do an Arcana check to see if you can figure out what spell. Nyx, you're just investigating. Is there anything specific you're trying to determine?
I was gonna do a religion just to see if I notice anything about, whether this is anything religious or if this is, decorative or whatever.
Okay. And ma'am?
Ma'am will. Gosh, Swazzles, why didn't you tell me to cast detect magic? It'd be perfect for this. Man.
Actually, would I have to, in lieu of my own check, offer ma'am the help action? Assuming ma'am's going to roll Arcana.
Oh, sure.
That's fine. Yeah, you can cancel yours then.
Okay.
And if ma'am wants to do an Arcana check, you can help.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine by me.
I'm still just +5.
I got a +7.
Yeah. So Nyx, so you're kind of looking at it from a religious perspective. You're trying to think back to what you know of the religion of giants. And this doesn't seem to you to have really any religious significance. It doesn't seem like it has any.
Then after ma'am's Arcana check, can I start inspecting the statue to see if it's like the other statue that we've seen, like one of those mechanical moving ones?
Sure. Okay, so I'm gonna do an investigation. Yeah. So ma'am, you're looking at it from the perspective of like you can kind of tell she's casting a spell, but you're trying to what. You can't really see her mouth because she's wearing a mask, and you really only have one place where her hands are. I would.
Does it maybe off
24? Let's see. So. I would say that you get the impression that she's probably casting the sanctuary spell.
Interesting.
Sounds good.
Interesting.
Wait. No, not sanctuary.
Oh.
Let's see. Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Sanctuary. I have no idea what spell she's casting. As a DM, I have no clue. It is not determined to me. Yeah, sanctuary sounds good. That's probably a little more meta information than I should have given, but yeah. So basically, there's no significance to whatever spell you have to be casting. And to that effect, Nyx, you finish your investigation, and this looks more like the monster statue than the animating giant statue. So, with all of your checks complete, you get the impression that this is just a statue.
Can I do a perception check just to see if the webs are moving or if there's anything around us?
Yes, you can.
Still no reaction to our disturbing of the webs. This is crap. We've been on this for half an hour.
Nope. No.
Nope.
This statue is so interesting. It's casting the sanctuary spell, and it is not one of these moving ones.
No, I don't know, Nix. I don't think it's really much of anything. I just think it's just kind of decorative.
But don't you think it's really weird? It's like not a religion, and it's not a moving one, and it's not anything. It's just like and it's a thespian.
I think it's kind of one of those things where like somebody was drawing something, but they didn't really know what they were drawing. You know what I mean? Like it's just like the spell doesn't even make sense. Like,
Yeah, especially with the angry face.
How can you see their face? They're wearing a mask. You
But
mean the mask?
The mask is angry.
Oh.
And there's no other statue, at least. Yeah, because
No.
it's centered the same way the other statue was.
That's correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Because like Sanctuary, correct me if I'm wrong, Justin, is specifically targets another creature.
I think I've definitely cast Sanctuary. Salty has cast Sanctuary on himself, so I think you can cast it on someone else. But still, generally, I think it is a spell you would cast on someone else.
Yeah. The impression that you got is it's less of like she's not casting it from a combat perspective. She's more casting it as a
more of like a symbolic.
Yeah, like this is a safe
ceremonial
place. Like she wants this place to be safe for giants.
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, and still nothing. No spiders coming after us.
Do you want to do a perception check?
Yes, I do want to do a perception check.
Okay, let's see. Anyone else?
I mean,
oh sure, ma'am will do one.
All right, why not?
I'm not.
Ooh, wait, I might actually. I always forget that I have this. Oh, I don't suppose this has anything to do with smell. Am I able to smell the?
I'm gonna go with no. I'm gonna go with no on that.
Someday I'll use that.
With the cold, the smell doesn't really travel very far. Oh man, that was close. Yeah, no, you don't. You really can't. You really don't notice anything.
I mean,
that is until we are going.
Have pretty good stealth scores.
Yeah. We're gonna roll initiative.
Oh boy.
I love initiative.
And where's the initiative button? There we go. Oh, that's good. Mark rolled pretty high. That's good. That's good. Okay. Now, let's roll initiative. Just in case there's something around here, I'll go ahead and roll initiative for them. All right. Let's see. Okay. All right. Well, not bad. Not bad. All right. So as you're kind of doing your thing, I guess you don't. Right up until what's the range of? Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So, out of the webs to the north, you see webbing come flying out of the web in a line towards Vark, as a creature appears out of the web. Oh, that should have been an advantage.
Because he was hidden.
Oh, yep.
Ew.
Well, shit. Okay, so, Vark, so you see this stream of this nasty ice-like webbing fly out and hit Vark, and you see it just encapsulate him. Do. And interesting. I think that might just do its own thing. All right. Does it do anything else? Is that its? Oh, he can do something else. Okay. Well, yeah. And he is going to. What did he move? 10. This is movement. 15, 20, 25. And you see it crawl out of the webbing, come right up to Vark, and just open its maw and try to bite him.
Guys, I found the spider.
Nice.
And it is going to miss. All right.
Wow,
Then.
Damn. With advantage.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, just long enough. You see another spider materialize out of the webbing, and it shoots a stream of webbing at Nyx this time.
Spiders! Spiders! There's multiple spiders.
Why was it shooting with disadvantage?
Because the closest the place.
Oh, because the cloak. Okay. But he should have had advantage because
Yeah, he
he's
did.
surprising you. So it should have been a straight roll.
Oh.
All right. So I'm going to
Okay.
do. So I have
One more.
advantage. I'll do a straight roll. And that's a miss. Okay. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It scuttles up to you and tries to bite you.
Well, you didn't hit me, so you're not at disadvantage again. Oh, fuck.
And
Oh,
it's gonna
fuck.
hit.
Well, no more
Wait, shouldn't that have
disadvantage.
been at disadvantage still?
Yeah, that should have been at disadvantage.
But it's still surprised. He's still surprised.
Oh, okay.
Mm. Okay.
It's not just no, I think it's their turn they have surprise. It's not just their first attack.
Yeah, because we talked about this when we were doing the whole thing, and you explained to us that there's not a surprise round, but,
Correct.
Yeah.
but each individual creature that has surprise gets their whole.
Has advantage.
Yeah, it has advantage. So we've done that for ourselves, so yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that creature, I need to. Nobody has disadvantage on me anymore.
Right. So because of the hit. That's right. Yeah. So we got to take that off until your next round. Off. Skip. Nice. Okay. All right. So he's going to do damage. He's going to try to poison you, but I'm not going to bother rolling because it doesn't mean anything to you.
Yeah, because I'm immune.
Yep. You're a monk and you
Bitches.
don't give a fuck.
Immune to
All right. Zwazos, you are surprised. You don't have to
so
turn.
I am going to cash in.
Do nothing. You're going to do nothing because you're surprised. You
Oh,
don't get a turn.
that's right. Okay, never mind.
Vark is surprised. He does not get a turn. Nyx is surprised. He does not get a turn.
I didn't think I could be. Am I? Or do I not have that? Or is that a...
What is
Or
that?
is that... Hang on.
Is that a feature?
I thought it was, but I don't know if I took that. Sorry, 1 second. Let me just double check.
Yeah.
No, that's charmed and frightened. 1 second. No, I would have had to have patient defense on. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Yep, I'm surprised.
Okay.
Ah! Ah! Spiders!
Let's see. 5, 10, 15.
It's not like we totally were intentionally.
Shit. You know what?
What?
I forgot. The spider that attacked you, Nyx, had already moved before he shot his web. He would not.
Okay.
He would not then have been able to run up to you. So you did not get bitten. You did not take damage.
Okay. So remove that damage. Got it.
Hooray!
All right. So that's not okay. So this guy's gonna run up. Does he have? Nope. So he is gonna dash. He's gonna come out here. Let's see. Oh, all right. Oh. Yeah, he came out, so you would see him. He came out into the room
Shit
there.
balls!
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, you would see him. Hi. Let's see. Okay.
Yeah,
So
I can see like to here and like down here.
Oh.
So I don't know if. Like I can see like all the way
Wow.
to here and all the
Wow,
way
wow,
up
wow.
here. I don't know if there's anything else there.
No, not yet. But you see Mama Spider here. I mean, the ones, if there are any here that are still hiding, you can't see them.
See them yet? Got it. This is Mama Spider. Got it.
Yep.
Oh my God! It's completely
The one
ice.
I meant to.
Oh.
That was the one I meant to uncover. I didn't mean to uncover the Mama, but that one's coming next, so I suppose that's fine. So
Oh, the one directly in front of my face. Got it.
yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20.
I don't know if I like this.
So this one is going to come in here and... Oops. Yeah, don't do that. See Big Mama come running
do I
in
still
here.
have my cloak of displacement? Because he didn't hit me with the...
Oh, yes, you do. That is correct.
Woo,
Yes.
I need to try
That
to
is
save
correct.
my
Good
ass.
call.
I probably just saved my ass. Holy shit.
Well, this one's going after Ma'am. She's going right after...
Oh, great.
Absolutely.
Okay. Ma'am, turn around.
Attack. Okay.
Yeah, I know there's lots of spiders!
With your blind sight.
Well, until it's, 5 or 10 feet away, you can't sense.
Yeah.
Right.
So
It has a torch going too, so.
yeah, it is going to web attack before it runs up to you. So it's going to do its web attack. Oh, well, that should be with advantage because she's surprising. Second.
I'm sorry, a
Oh,
plus
doesn't matter.
12? I'm sorry,
Oh,
a
wait.
plus 12?
Oh, the 19 did hit. Sorry. Okay.
Ah.
Or presumably hit. Is that staying?
I don't... You can take reactions if you're surprised. Is that...
Oh, shit. I think you're right.
I don't think... Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it hits.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that is a hit. Ma'am is restrained. And then she's going to finish up her movement. And she's going to chomp.
Can I take my reaction if I'm surprised?
No. That's why Ma'am couldn't shield.
No, that's why Ma'am couldn't shield. Well, let's see.
Yeah, because that's a huge difference maker.
Yep. If you're surprised, you can't move or take an action on your first turn. You can't take a reaction until that turn ends. So Nyx has had their turn, so Nyx can do a reaction.
Okay, I would like to do Sentinel.
Alright.
I think, right, because the enemy struck a friend of mine and the enemy's within 5 feet of me, yes? Is that, yes. Hang on, let me double check Sentinel. One second.
Do you get an attack when they enter your space?
No.
If they try to leave my space or if they attack...
Okay.
Oh, why is Sentinel not on my...
What? It is.
Oh, because it's feats. It's feats, not features. Okay.
Okay. So when the spider attacks Ma'am, then you can do your attack.
Yes. So the spider did attack Ma'am. Yes.
Yep. The spider just did their but I didn't roll damage yet.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So there's damage.
Well, it sounds
And you are not immune to poison. But you fight it off.
I'm pretty good at con saves, thankfully.
All right.
All right. I already have the.
Nyx can give it a whack.
Yes.
Whack.
Hang on. Am I targeted? Targeted. 1 second. Nyx targets unidentified creature. Yes. Okay. Very good. Okay. So Nyx into Catsword. Catsword, come here, please. Okay. There we go.
It's a hit.
Yay! Okay, and then
Ooh, good damage.
And then we'll see if it's poison. Although if it's a creature poison, it is poison. So we'll see. We'll see if it takes poison, even though it deals poison. Resisted.
Ooh.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so that is her turn. Let's see. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can't see shit. Too far, too far. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. See this spider come out of the tunnel here. Ma'am, you are restrained and you're surprised.
Mm-hmm.
Be attacking. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You're within 30 feet. This one appears. And it is going to shoot a web at Nyx.
With Mama Spider and all of them in the way.
That's a good point. I'm going to give it a -5.
Thank you.
Because it's got the big spider in the way. But it is a straight attack because you've got the cloak and it has advantage. So straight attack -5.
Yeah.
That's still a 21. All
Oh,
right.
good.
Wait. So 16. Wait a minute. Because it has a +10. Okay, so that's why it's +5. Okay, so that is going to hit.
Okay, and then
Well,
that removes my cloak.
Yes. Can you be restrained?
Yeah, I
Monk?
think so. I mean, I have evasion, but that doesn't really.
I don't think I can be.
You've got the ring. Free action. Okay, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I've been restrained before. I know I've been restrained
Okay.
before. I'm still. I mean, I have evasion, which sometimes helps, but not. Yeah.
I like how the restrained icon is just, default a little spiderweb.
Oh, that's awesome. That makes sense. All right, so that's that. That was its movement. It can't run anymore. That's it for that guy. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You all see this guy come out. And he is going to shoot a web at the only one who's not restrained at this point, Mr. Zwazos. So he has advantage. Pew, pew. That is a 25. That is going to hit.
Shield
You can't react while you're surprised.
until after my turn.
You did have your turn. That's right. You can. Yep. So you shield, and that gives you the 25.
It gives me 26.
Oh, because you have the ring thing as well, the +1 ring of protection. That's right. So it shows 20, but 26. Jesus Christ. Okay. So you throw up your shield. Make sure you tick off your spell slot there,
Thank you so much.
and right, because that'll also give you an AC 5. So make sure you hit the effect.
Oh, good call. Thank you so much.
That's gonna give you another AC of 5 for the rest of the.
For the rest of the round.
Yep.
Hey.
All right. Let's see. That was his movement as well. So that is the end of his turn. Okay. So we are top of the round here. I don't know what that means. Oh, 5 or higher. Okay, so he doesn't get his web back. Okay, where is he? Which one's this? Okay, he's right here with Vark. He's gonna try to bite Vark. Chomp chomp. He's gonna hit. A little bit of damage. You do a con save, and he succeeds. Okay, and then you see it rear back for a second bite. Chomp chomp. That's a 2. A little bit of damage. What? Oh, half. Okay. But now you have to. Why is he not doing the same? Okay. Why? That's weird. Okay. Oh, and he will fail the save.
No.
And he's going to take some poison damage, and he is now poisoned.
Ooh.
All right, let's see. This guy does not get his web back, but he's got nowhere to fucking go here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So he is going to dash 10, 15, 20. Dash over here. That's his turn. All right, Zawazos, you are up.
Okay, so I love everybody, but with Nyx being immune to poison and Vark and Mam being so good at con saves, I think Bless is maybe not as big of a deal right now. So I'm going to... Oh, no, that's a cone. Sorry. I mean, can I hit all these spiders with Fireball? Obviously not this one on the other side of Mam and Vark.
I would assume so, but you got to do a circle, right?
Okay. Is that control? Is that what I'm doing wrong? Yes. Okay.
Yep. Control in both mouses. Is it 20? Is it? What's the radius?
20 radius.
Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah. Oh.
Your 20 is way bigger than my 20.
Yeah, I think it's because you're halfway through a square.
I think you're right. So 5. Oops.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that gets everybody.
Cool. All right. So then. So cool. Click, 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 click. Cool. And now I'm going to quicken a casting a fireball.
Wow, a couple saves. That's good. And the damage. That's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. You smoked one of them.
Smoked the mama spider.
Was that the mama?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You smoked the mama. Nice job.
And now clear targets.
And you see it roll over on its back and all its legs like pull in. You killed 2 of them.
And then all my hotkeys have disappeared. Must have something to do with that weird update thing. So no big deal. I've got it right here.
Right?
Clear target.
Oh, that reminds me. When you do your Eldritch Blast, you do have to declare your targets first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In this case, go ahead and do what you're going to do. But
Okay.
in the future, like, you can't see if one dies and then change targets. You have to decide.
No, and that makes sense because they all come out all at once.
Yeah.
I definitely knew that those 2 were both beaten up pretty hard, so I was planning on splitting.
That's fine. We've played it so.
Yeah. So I think I'm
do this however you want.
So. I missed. I'm so sorry. But that one hit, so we'll. Are you cool with just
so that damage applies? Yep. Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's my turn.
Alrighty. It's your turn.
You guys.
Yeah, Vark's not feeling really good. He's gonna try to break out of this. I forget what the save is.
I think it's a strength.
It is a strength. I just forget what it is. Okay, so 18. He is going to take 1 damage. Did he already take that? Yep. Oh, nice. He did take 1 damage. And so he's going to do a strength check. It's all set. And you see him just like, he looks down, he's like, what the hell? And he just like kind of grabs it and just kind of pulls it off him.
Isn't Vark resistant to cold damage? Oh, no, just not affected by cold environment. Got it.
All right, so that is his action. Yeah, I think as a bonus action, he's gonna punch this spider beneath him. He almost quit punch a spider. Face. Awesome. And then he's gonna move over here. All right. Nyx is up. You are restrained. Oh, sorry, and you're supposed to take 1 cold damage. Start of your turn.
Oh, wait. I'm resistant to cold. I'm resistant to cold because I got the ring of warmth on.
Oh, okay. Then you take no damage.
Yay!
Woo!
Okay. Alright. Okay. What do I do? Well, everything's like dead around me, so that's great. I'm gonna. It's an action to try to break out of restraint, right?
That is correct. Yep.
Okay. Alright. Then let me. That's my action. Hang on. Break. That's a grapple. Hang on. How do I get?
Just roll a strength check. I can send it to you. Here.
Thank you.
Check strength. 2 Nyx. Did I send it?
I don't see it. Oh, I have 2 strength checks. Whoopsie.
Oh, whoops,
Sorry.
okay. You can cancel one and do the other. Oh, you do not break free of the webs.
So I can't move.
Correct.
Right?
You are still restrained, yes.
And I did my action. I just strain against the webs and I go. I need a little help. A little help. All right. I guess that's my turn. I can't move, and I don't really have bonus actions that I can do. I guess I mean like I have a free hand, but I can only do 1 action, right? And then my strength.
Yeah. I mean, if you have a bonus action, you can do
I have
something.
a bonus claw. But that's
But nobody to scratch.
but nobody to scratch, and I can't scratch at the webs, right?
That you just did, yeah. That was your action.
Yeah. So I just go, and then like the little paws are like up waving, trying to get out. All right. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. All right. So your cloak is back up now as well.
Yay!
All right. This guy expires. This guy expires. Let's see. Okay, so this guy has. This guy has his thing. Did he? I don't think he webbed. All right. So he's going to 5, 10. He thinks he's pretty nifty here, so he's gonna flail uselessly trying to web up Swazos. Oh, that's a hit. Despite the shield. Okay, well.
Well, the shield's expired at the end of my turn, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, but it still wouldn't save me.
Right, yep. Okay, so you are restrained.
Except for the ring.
So you're going to drop. You're going to drop to the ground.
I have the ring.
What ring?
The ring of free action.
Yep, this isn't magic.
Oh, balls!
Yep.
I'm going to drop. I dropped.
So, yep, so you fall to the ground restrained. I'm going to say you don't fall prone. I'm going to be nice and say that you land on your feet, even though. Yep. probably wouldn't work that way. I don't think it actually matters, but I'm just going to say you land fine. And then it's going to finish its movement. And it's going to try to... Whoa, what is that? Okay, yeah, and it's going to try to bite Nyx. So this should be a straight roll.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. Okay, good. And that is a hit. It's going to do a little bit of damage, and I am not going to bother rolling the poison. All right, ma'am, you are up, and you are restrained.
Yes. So I know that like you can get out of a grapple by teleporting like out of the grappling. Is this one of those situations? Could I teleport out of the
You can
webs, or-
teleport somewhere, but you're still covered in webs.
Okay. Okay. And it's just a straight action to break out.
No. You know what? No. I would say that you can choose to not teleport the webbing, right? You can teleport
Okay.
what you want to teleport. So I would say that if you teleport, the webs that were covering you just drop where you were.
Okay. If that's your ruling, then that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna Misty Step right here.
Boop. Okay, you are no longer restrained, and you see the webbing just kind of fall where you were standing.
And I'm gonna take some attacks on this guy.
Well, with advantage, because you're flanking.
I may not. Is it that? No. Wait. No. Okay, I am targeting. I'm just not seeing an arrow for some reason.
Yeah, I'm not either. If you back up, you can see it.
Oh,
I'm not sure why it does
interesting.
that.
I'm gonna just first bonus. Oh no, I already used my bonus action, so I can't blade song. Yeah, I'll attack and I'm guessing. Well, I'll do a green flame blade just to see if fire does do anything to these guys. Oop, nope, that's damage. Roll the attack first.
I mean, it's probably gonna hit.
And there we go. Green flame blade. Had some damage on there.
Yeah,
Yeah!
that'll do it.
Darkness
All right.
is focused.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so
And
you
then-
see the your Mazindum, crushes, and then you see the flame just like cover it, and like, it just the legs just kind of curl up like.
I love it. So I have not actually moved, so I will move over here. Although can Nick still provide flanking if they're restrained?
Yes, because they are restrained, not paralyzed or anything. It's just
Okay.
no movement. That's all.
Okay.
You can still
Great.
attack and do all that.
Then I'm just gonna attack this guy.
All right. Kill another spider. Oh!
Love to see it.
Oh my God! Look at that.
Excellent.
Yeah, you just covered Nyx in spider ichor. Like just flattened this thing, and guts just flew everywhere.
Oh, sorry, Nix. I'll give you a hand getting out of those.
It's in my mouth.
Webs here in a second.
Don't be sorry. That was. Yeah, help me, please.
Yeah, I'll be right over. And that's Ma'am's turn.
Okay.
If
All right.
a cat could blush, a cat would be blushing.
Ooh, look at that. This one got its web back. It is afraid, and it's gonna try to web Ma'am here. Oh,
I can't do anything
Gonna
about that. If I had
All
played
right.
up, but nope.
so
Damn it!
ma'am covered up
Just
in
get
webs.
tangled up again.
And then you see it run away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And you see it start trying to tuck away into this room, into the webs.
Coward!
This guy expires. And it's Swazos' turn. And you are restrained on the ground.
So I guess I'll make my strength check to break out, I guess. Well, hang on. You said that he went. Is he? Do I still have a shot at him? Could I take a disadvantaged ranged attack?
It would be disadvantaged because it's through the webs. But yes,
I have a shot on him.
You have a shot. Yes,
Okay,
you can take a disadvantage shots if you want.
I will simply take the disadvantage shots on him.
Okay.
Could you target me though, because I can't see him on my map.
Oh, okay. Oh, no. So you can't see him because he's in the dark. He's out of your light. So you can't see him. You can't shoot at him.
I can't target him with disadvantage.
If you can't see him, if you have no idea where he is.
I don't have any idea where he is. Well, balls. Okay, fine. Then I guess I will take my action to try and break free.
Okay.
Ta-da.
Do a strength check for Zwazzles. Check. Strength.
And it's a check too, not a save, so I can't even.
That is a check.
Maybe I'll just. Ooh.
You are not able to pull the webbing off yourself.
Can favor of the gods help a check?
No, it cannot. That's why. That's why I specifically.
No, is it just a save?
Only saves and attack rolls. Not part of.
All right. So
I do have
bonus action.
I do have my inspiration, but I'm not likely to roll better than 15. So, I'm tempted just to launch another fireball, just in the general area, but I'm not going to do that. That's silly and dumb. So I will. What?
Nothing. No.
I just don't have anything else that I can do, and it bothers me to not do anything. But I will suck it the fuck up.
Okay. Vark is up. And Vark can move. So he is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's in the same boat as you, though.
Ma'am's like holding her torch, and it's like, Vark.
Okay.
Take it.
Yeah. So he's gonna grab the torch from you. So give me a torch to Vark, and I'm gonna take it away from Ma'am. And he can't go through the webbing, but he's going to dash. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I see him! See this fucker! He's trying to get away! All right.
I'm a little bummed he didn't just throw a javelin.
He doesn't have javelins.
Oh, boo. Never mind.
Vark doesn't do that. I don't think Vark can throw anything. Oh, he's got hand axes. All right, he's going to throw a couple hand axes at it.
He did dash though, didn't he?
Oh, he did dash. You're right. I'm sorry. Yep, he did. He's not going to do that. That's too bad. Okay. Nyx is up. Still restrained.
Give me a last.
Let me go. Let me go.
Let me go. There we go. Is that any better?
No, not at all.
No. Oh no. Okay. I did. Nyx just wiggles in the straight. Like, why is this so difficult? And that's Nix's turn, apparently. Jesus fucking Christ.
All right, let's see. All right, this guy expires. And ma'am, you are restrained.
All right.
you
I'm
would you
so
like-
mad at these things.
I assume you'd like to break free?
I'm just gonna Misty Step again.
Okay.
Right to full 30 feet.
So this area here is all webbing.
Oh, okay. Then I guess just like, can I just be next to Vark there?
Yep, that's fine.
And
Bonus action.
can I then?
You're good to take 2 steps straight up. Would be fine.
Okay, great.
Yep.
Let me check off that spell slot. There we go. And now we're gonna try and smash.
It's not feeling good about itself.
Stupid spiders shooting webs, getting us all tangled, getting us all messed up, getting Nick's all tangled
What?
up.
Can't believe it's alive.
Oh my god!
Stupid. Whose idea was it to come after these spiders in the first place? I'm gonna
Jesus fucking Christ!
boom.
That's awesome. Excellent. All right, yeah,
Okay.
it is officially dead. You have
I didn't even. Pam was so mad she didn't even use a cantrip. She didn't even use one of her blade. She could have probably could have finished it off the first attack if she had thought to use green
I
flame blade.
was thinking the same thing, but I was like, whatever.
yeah.
Nope.
So,
All right, so you are out of combat, and it doesn't, Vark and Mam come over and help.
Yeah, Ma'am
both,
comes down to help
you out of
Nix.
your webbing. Yep. I am going to unlock tokens. I'm going to run to the restroom here real quick, and you all can talk about what you want to do from here. Great.
so we're gonna. Okay, so we have a statue. We have another statue that does not show the same signs of potential animation. So are we worried about another trap? No, that's right, because you made the valid point that if there was a trap up here.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think the spiders probably would have triggered anything that's up here.
So I mean, yeah, if it's based on that logic, it's not worth the 10 minutes for you to cast detect magic.
Yeah, I don't feel particularly inclined to need to. I will also be right back.
Take your time. Oh, right. I'm taking the opportunity to reset my hotkeys.
I love hotkeys.
Hotkeys are fucking amazing.
It's so funny. I have all these hotkeys set up, but I never actually use the hotkey. I always just click it. I don't know why. I don't even have, like, my brain doesn't even think,
Yeah.
oh, that's F4.
Yeah,
Oh, that.
when you first pointed out to me hotkeys were a thing, I was like, oh my God, this is a game changer. And so I took like an hour to like set up hotkeys with shift, hotkeys with control, hotkeys with
man.
alt, right? And
So
all
many.
stuff. And then realized that like I could never fucking keep track of it. So now I do the base layer of hotkeys with just my go-tos, Eldritch Blast, Bless, things I'm doing all the time.
Yeah.
And
As a DM, like, it's crazy helpful. I have,
sure.
like, if I use shift, I have all the different battle maps. If I use control, I have all the, like, all the stories, all the, quests. So it is super helpful to be able to do that. And then, of course, like, shift control is another 12. Shift alt is another 12.
Yep.
Control alt is another 12. Like, Jesus.
Shift control alt
hotkeys is amazing. Yeah.
Not to take too much time away, but how do these hotkeys work?
If you look at the bottom of your Fantasy Grounds screen, you see the boxes, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
You can drag anything to those boxes, and then if you hit the F1 key, it does whatever's in the F1 box, it'll do that.
Oh.
And then if you hold shift, it's a whole new set of 12 boxes.
Interesting. So, okay.
So
that
basically
could be
favorite.
something.
Think of them as favorites, yeah.
Could I, just add the booming blade effect to that, so I don't have to scroll? Oh my God, that will make it so much easier.
Yeah,
because those are the things that I do it every turn, and I feel like I have to scroll down from my attacks, find my cantrips, hit the effect, scroll back up.
Yep, you can just hit F1 to put the effect on yourself.
That's gonna cut my turn length in half, I feel like. I also wanted to tell you guys, I'm starting a D&D club for some of my students.
No kidding.
I decided we don't have any experienced players, so I'm going to start off DMing us. And I decided to run them through Dragons of Icefire Peak.
Oh, I love that.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, it was like, this is a good one for beginners, and it was the cheapest beginner module on D&D Beyond anyways.
Yep.
Like, I've already been through it, so I won't have to, like, be, I didn't want to do something that was going to be a huge, like, I have to totally introduce myself to it. So, I'm excited. I think they'll like it.
That's funny. Part of the reason why I chose Icefire Peak is that I had just run it as a player as well.
Oh, really?
And so I was like, this is going to be super easy. Like, I already know everything that's going to happen. I will warn you, it will be completely different than the way you all played it. 100%.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
I tried doing that for my nephew Nick and his friends, and at the very beginning when there's the goblin ambush and then you track them into the cave, they were like, "Oh, he's dead. All right, let's go to Phandalin." They totally did not take the bait to follow the goblins. I was like,
That's
okay,
hilarious.
I don't know what to do from here.
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh.
So
wait a minute. That's Lost Mine of Phandelver you're thinking of.
Oh, I am thinking of Lost Mine. Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. That is what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's because that's the entire module right there.
It is, right, yeah.
Oh man. Well then I guess then just okay, we're starting Dragons of Icefire Peak then.
Now I can't.
That's awesome.
Are you what?
I was just I'm like all of a sudden struggling to think of what to put in my hotkeys.
One thing I will mention about this area, one of the things that you don't see here that you've seen in many of the other areas are those wall hollowed, like the sconces that don't have any torches. Like, you don't see any of those up here.
Interesting.
Oh, maybe that's what the statue's casting. Light. There we go.
What are we doing? Sorry, something about.
All right. So I am going to. Typically, I would have you go ahead and explore all these rooms. I'm going to go ahead and do the whole trimming the shoe leather thing, and I'm just going to say, you're able to search all these rooms. Hang on, I'm going to give Manford torch back. If you're like me and you just want to drag your character through all the rooms so you know what the map looks like, you can do that. You go through and you search all the rooms. They are almost identical to the rooms on the room on the ground before, except that you notice about halfway up the ceiling has collapsed and it cuts off most of the top chamber. And in one of the rooms, this one up here. Yeah. Okay, do this. In the room where my arrow is pointing, you find within that room that there's what looks to be a stitched leather sack on one of the beds, and it's covered in frost. It's obviously been there for a long time. But when you open it up, you find a severed frozen dwarf. Three severed frozen dwarf heads. Two appear to be male and one appears to be female. One of the heads has golden teeth, like the teeth are like capped with gold. And there's also like a weird rock that has like runes on it.
Ooh.
Ma'am, come check this out. And could I help ma'am with an Arcana check?
Yeah, absolutely. So ma'am, Arcana, and you can roll with advantage on that. Okay, so you first of all, you upon kind of looking at it and feeling it, you can it gives off kind of a magical tingle to it, so you get the feeling that this is magical in some way, and you can read the rune that's etched into the center of it, and it's the ice rune.
Oh,
So it just stands for ice.
In giant, I presume.
Yes, correct.
So Ma'am actually holds up her hammer, and I think you would see that one of I think I have one on my hammer and one on my necklace. I don't remember which is which, but I'll say frost is on the hammer. From my runic fighting thing, I have my runes inscribed on my gear, and one of them is the frost rune. So
that's
Ma'am
cool.
actually holds up and kind of like holds and just shows like that they are the same runes
magic
on them. That's interesting. So this lets me channel some frost magic and definitely feel magic from this guy here. I wonder if it's something similar.
Let's pocket it and cast and identify later.
Yeah, I think that sounds good.
All right, so I did put it in the inventory. Do you want the dwarf heads, or do you want to pull his golden teeth out?
I mean,
I think we should just keep them in the bag until they thaw, and then we have to do it.
I think
so nasty.
How about I can Well, let's hold on to him. And I can send something to old
Barnock.
What's his face? Hang on.
Bruner Battlehammer.
Oh, that's right. There were
King One Horn over there. See if there's any, funerary, Is that who you were thinking?
I was thinking of Tholarn, Rock Crusher, your dwarven wizard friend of yours.
Oh, from the same city, right?
Yeah, from the same place. Yeah.
I think actually, I think that would actually probably be the one Mam's thought would go to, since she had more of a connection with him. Yeah. So yeah, I'll if we I don't know that we'll be getting out of here by the time we settle down to rest, but just in case, let's just make sure we don't bring them out of the cold for now. Just make sure they stay frosty.
Okay. But you are taking the sack with you.
yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to sack of dwarf heads.
So
We'll go ahead and add that to the party sheet as well.
Shamefully, I'm a little stumped on. Were there, are we aware that dwarves were sent here ahead? That were we expecting to find anybody?
No, this is the sack was covered. The sack has probably been here for many, 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 many years.
Well, obviously the spiders didn't.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Mam is more just thinking if there's a respectful way to honor them, reach out to one of their own kin. Maybe if there was an adventuring party that did come here years ago, and I don't know if they can be put, have their legend put to rest, or just
right. Good idea. It's good. I like that.
For what it's worth, I don't think anybody would object, but I know that Zwazos does not think that that desecrating what's left of this dwarf's body is worth the gold and the teeth.
No, most certainly not. I figured we were all on the same page on that one.
And just for the stream's sake, let's go look at everything.
So there did seem to be a tunnel off to the end here.
Oh, was there another fissure?
I didn't go too far. Oh, yeah. Does it? Maybe that doesn't actually go anywhere.
That doesn't go in. I was actually pretty shocked to see you get in there. I didn't realize that was the place you could get to. I'm like, oh shit, is there a tunnel?
I'd be a really good video game tester. I'd find all the little spots and I'm like, am I supposed to be in here?
That's awesome. And I have always I've always thought that Easter eggs are should be a thing. I've always thought if I'm in some video game and I find some random place in the middle of nowhere that no one ever should have gotten to, there should be something there for me to find.
Yeah.
If you went to all the trouble to code this area for me to get to, why is there nothing here?
Well, I mean, I can imagine them being like, scrap this whole thing, but it's not worth going through and
trying to recode a wall somewhere. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, or DLC in the future, I guess too. Yeah.
I know that I was just talking yesterday about an old game I used to love on the Sega Saturn called Silver, and so there were 8 orbs of magical power, each one connected to, an element, and there were 4 others, but one of the others was poison. And so I went and I had to fight this poison guy, and it was really hard. And I remember being like, wow, this is really hard. And then I realized that I was never supposed to be able to get to him before getting to him first.
Oh, that's funny.
So I was supposed to be X leveled up more and finding better equipment and so on and so forth.
victim of your own
Were you
success.
ever able to beat him at?
Oh, yeah,
at
no,
your
I
lowest
beat
level?
I beat him.
Yeah.
It just was really hard.
Yeah, that's great.
It was a great game. I want to play it again now.
All right. So I'm going to say it took you approximately 30 minutes to kill spiders and clear out the rest of that area. Well, let's say 20.
Yeah, I was gonna say
You're-
that seems like a bit much.
You definitely...
Because the spiders took 12 seconds.
Right, exactly. Like, you killed them pretty quick. Yeah. I think it was 18 seconds because the first 6 seconds you guys couldn't do anything.
That's right.
So yeah, but the rest it took you a solid. Well, let's go 15. Took you a solid 15 minutes to look in all those rooms, find the sack, and think about it from that perspective. Yeah. Okay.
So then,
All right. So let's move you all back down. Oops, wrong way.
well, we didn't
No.
find nothing. So
Correct. Yeah, you did find a sack. A sack of heads with a shiny magical rock with a rune on it. Whose gold price I was shocked to see when I looked at it. All right. Okay, so you are making your way back down to the first floor of the northern chamber here.
Well, I didn't see any. Well, it was collapsed on the top floor, so maybe that path that's before the magical thingy. Maybe we should go down that path if we're ready.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Alright. That crevice.
Oh, the
We didn't
crevice.
see
Okay.
any-
Yes.
I didn't see any connecting path that the crevice could go to because the thing collapsed. So I don't want to go too far ahead of people, so I'm just gonna stop right here.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't on the map yet.
No, that's alright.
Nix, I'm so proud of you.
I know, I'm not gonna go too far ahead. As soon as I see like, whoops. Right.
Like, yeah, like Zwazos would definitely like, assuming Zwazos noticed, Zwazos would be like, "Hey, yeah."
Yeah. I slowed down. I waited for people. Alright, so let's find I think it was on the left side, right? On the
Yeah.
left side. Hang on. It wasn't this room. I don't think. No. Okay. Next room. On the left side. Not this one. Okay. Is it up where the light is? Is ma'am guiding us? Is it this one? Oh, what happened?
What?
I just saw a whole bunch of damage dice just... The fuck is happening?
What?
Huh?
You did?
I saw a whole bunch of damage dice, I did. And maybe... Oh, there's the thing.
I didn't.
I think...
I didn't see any damage dice.
Okay, then I must have...
I didn't throw any dice.
Okay, then I must have clicked something and then... Yeah. Oh, is that not Nyx? I grabbed Bam by mistake because I was like, what the fuck?
I was like, what's going on?
I grabbed Bam by mistake. I was so disoriented. Sorry, ma'am.
Is Razos coming with you?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's Bark. Holy shit. I'm so
Are we on
disoriented
the
now.
same map still? Or are
No.
we back to the first map?
First map. The
Okay,
one
good.
with the one that had the trap with before we went up to the second floor. I think if you click find map, you'll be on it.
Well, no, I'm showing me on the upstairs map right now.
I
What?
see you down here.
Yeah, no, you're on the. Yeah, there you go. That's the bottom floor.
I have him. I'm just
Oh, okay.
dragging
So
him where we are.
Sorry, I misunderstood. I thought we were on the other map.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, they look similar. Okay. Yep. So you make your way back to where you saw the small little tunnel. You look into this tunnel. You can see it's maybe 7-ish feet, 8 feet wide and high, enough where you can get through. You can pass each other, but there's not enough room to stand shoulder to shoulder. So walking through one another is not difficult terrain, but you can't stop two to the side. And it's only about 8 feet high. Zuazos would have to walk. He can't hover through this little cavern. And what you're seeing from like the walls in here is this definitely looks like it was like burrowed. Like this doesn't look. I'd say you all have seen enough like worked stone to know that this wasn't like an intentional tunnel built in. Like this was something that something scratched out or burrowed through. And that in places you can see what look like remnants of spider webs, like really old, cobwebby looking spider webs, but that it doesn't look like it's anything recent.
Well,
All right, I'll go first.
yeah, I'll be right behind you.
Carefully walking.
Yeah, and Zuazos will definitely want to pick up the rear. Like,
Carefully walking.
fly.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's not me. Wait.
Carefully walking, going around a bend, and I need to move my map, and I'm carefully walking. Wow, this is a long fucking tunnel, you guys. Are we okay? Okay. Does this feel like it's circling back on itself at all?
A little bit. Mention it.
Anybody? This feels like we're going. Okay. Well, as long as we're still gonna go, we're still walking.
Oh my goodness!
I know. I told you.
It's
Like
so
it feels
unnecessarily long, Nick.
It's all right. It's all right. Oh, everything's loading in.
This is a published module, so
All right.
Hang on.
I
Oh,
apologize in advance for ridiculous.
Pause.
Oh no!
Pause. There's a fork in the road.
Oh balls, Mahoney.
Are we going north or south? Are we
North.
north?
North.
Okay. Do we? Okay. Okay. We'll go north. We'll go. Just give me a second. Okay. We're gonna go north. We might want to go south later. Holy shit.
Yeah, of course.
Oh my god! I was kind of hoping it curled into an end.
I know. Did you go that way, or did you just like peek and then see that it didn't and like?
No,
Oh,
I'm
God.
seeing.
Oh, hey.
following you guys.
There's another fork in the road. There's
my
several
God.
forks in the road. Hang on. Let's
Oh
see.
boy! Oh no!
Okay. I'm just gonna walk over here and see what this does. If it like ends. Okay,
Oh my God,
no,
are you
that
kidding?
goes into there. I'm just gonna peek like 5 feet into. Oh God, that splits off. That
It's like
splits
a big
off.
room.
It is a big room? It's a big room? Okay, be careful. Don't run too far away from
All right.
everybody.
Thank you.
Don't-
Okay. So I'm gonna lock y'all in place here real quick.
Okay, hang on. Let me make sure I'm with everybody. Here we go. Okay. Here we go.
So you make your way through here, and like this area looks like there is a little bit of worked stone, and you can see that this tunnel leading off looks like there is a little bit as well. Not what you would expect from someone who's like, creating a room, but like maybe there was some type of mining being done in here or something like that. You do find up against the wall back here, you find the corpse of what looks to be a dwarf with no head. That he's wearing what at this point is an extremely tattered and decayed fur cloak, clutching a miner's pick close to his chest. And then over here, you actually find what looks to be the corpse of a female, like tribesman / barbarian. Like that, she's just wearing some some fur items, no real weapons to speak of, but she is wearing an amulet that looks like it's covered in frost, but it's not like it's not like made of straw and stones and stuff like that. It's a legit like amulet.
Ma'am?
Is she also headless? Did you hear that? Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. What?
I said, is she also headless?
She is not. She does have her head.
Okay. Well,
And if we,
do we
go ahead.
want to match up heads to people? I don't know.
I
mean,
was
that
gonna
seems-
say, if we look around this area, that's all we see. Like there's only those two bodies.
Yes.
Okay.
Just the two bodies in here.
And is there any kind of, I don't even know what somebody would have on them as far as identification goes, like a signet ring or a coat of arms or something?
Let's see. Take a look at this. What is this? Let me see. No, I mean the clothing is again. It looks like these bodies have been here for a number of years. They're covered in frost. The wound is well decayed over. The only thing that might be identifying would be the amulet that the woman seems to be wearing. It has it looks like it's got a carving of a what looks like a giant elk on it.
Ma'am?
Ma'am actually holds it up to Nyx. This
Emerald. It looks like the Emerald Enclaves, but we don't use an elk. Hang on, and then can I do a religion check?
Yes. I won't even make you do a check on that. Well, what are you looking to see if it's an Emerald Enclave thing?
I was gonna see. Well, I don't know what check it would be if it's like an Emerald Enclave thing. I guess that would be like history, but the religion aspect, if it wasn't.
Yeah,
like...
I'm not going to make you check that. You know that it's not of the Emerald Enclave.
Okay. The religion one was like any nature religion that I'm aware of that would have used an elk.
Okay.
For symbolism.
Yes, let's do that. Here we go.
And if Ma'am's not going to use Wazos would want to do an Arcana check.
I was gonna say. I mean, depending if Nyx notices anything, that was just my first thought, was that it could have to do with the Emerald Enclave. So, Ma'am would make a check too.
I won't have you do a check either. With Ma'am and Zwazos both kind of looking at it, you're not getting any sense of any type of magic coming off it. Nyx, you do remember that there are barbarian tribes known in the Northlands that do worship like the animals of the region, and that this likely is a barbarian of the elk tribe. But you also know that typical tribesmen don't wear amulets like this. Like this, in your understanding of the tribal ways, this amulet likely signifies somebody important.
So that's really weird. It's not an Emerald Enclave thing, but this person was important. Like the barbarian tribes don't just give these out to anybody, you know? Like it's kind of like when we were dealing with the half orcs and the what did we call them? Like you know when we were dealing with the half orcs
Well,
and
the anchorites.
the anchorites, like some of them had like really special amulets or powers, and some of them didn't. Like, that's kind of the situation. Like, this doesn't get handed out. Can I? And then Nyx is gonna check the barbarian's body just for any other identification.
You don't find anything on them. They're wearing very very simple fur, and because of the time that obviously they've been here, you're guessing probably somewhere around 5 to 10 years. It's probably been here.
Is the body decayed, or is it relatively preserved from the
It's
cold?
relatively preserved because of the cold, but you can just tell that it's been a good amount of time. These aren't fresh dead bodies by any means.
Nyx, could you sketch a portrait of her?
Yeah. Nyx is gonna quickly kind of, like, I don't know if the body slumped over or not, but, like, just kind of gently tip the body so I can see the face, and then do my best to dig a sketch.
How much time do you want to spend on this sketch?
Can we do 10 minutes? I mean, I don't think it's going to take
for
that
10
long.
minutes. You do an excellent rendition.
I'm gonna take those 10 minutes to ritual cast detect magic.
Okay.
Or detect magic.
Okay. And Zwazos, can you just keep an eye out? It's gonna take about 10 minutes for me to do this.
Yep.
Are you taking the amulet from her?
I will. Yeah, I mean, I have like a collection of amulets, so I'm gonna just gently wrap it in one of my rags and then put it next to all of my religion things.
Okay, I put it in the party sheet. If you wanna take it out of there, you can do that. I also put the shard of ice. I guess it says it's ice. It's a rock. That's also in the party sheet if somebody wants to grab that. I think Ma'am was looking at it, so if Ma'am wants to take that. There's also the sack of dwarf heads if somebody wants to put that in their inventory.
I figured that I would just put that in the bag of holding.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you can grab that and put it in your inventory.
Ma'am will definitely look at the shard of ice once she has detect magic up.
Okay.
Just yeah.
Yep. So I'll give it. We'll give it 10 minutes. It's about 7 p.m. You finish casting detect magic, and the ice rune does glow. You're probably gonna want to know what divinity or school it is. I have no idea. I would say evocation, probably.
Sure.
Seems good.
I mostly just wanted to confirm that it was in fact magic.
Yes, it most certainly is. Let's see. I think that's
Is there anything around us that's magic afterwards?
There's nothing. Yeah, you do a circle. You do a kind of a circle of this room, and there is not
the dwarf heads.
Yeah.
Are those magical?
Yeah. There's no other dwarves. There's no other anything in here. Yeah.
Well, no, I meant the dwarf heads that we took. Like, are those magical?
Yes. Yeah, no, they're not glowing either.
Okay, cool. Oh god. Ooh, woo!
Oh my goodness.
Hey, hang on, let me get some water.
Breathe.
Alright, I'm good. I just needed to get some water. Woo! I was just wondering if it was like a freaky, like, match the head to the dwarf body thing. I was like, do we have to return the heads to the body?
If you want to take the time to remove each head and kind of put them on this corpse's stump,
I want to do that.
if you want, I will say that you find one that does match up. That nothing happens when you do it, but it does.
Okay.
You do find one that seems to match up.
Is it the one with the gold teeth? Because I'll rip out the gold teeth right now.
Yes, it is the one with the gold teeth.
Sure, I'll take as soon as I'm done with the sketch, I'll just like match the head to the body, take a few minutes, and then rip out the gold teeth and just be like,
Nick, what are you doing? Why?
So like I have like one tooth partially out. We're gonna
What?
leave the head with the body, so he's a whole body.
Nix. Ma'am just holds up her pouch of 800 gold. I think
Yeah, I think
so we have enough gold.
we have
we got plenty of gold. Yeah.
Okay, and I take the tooth and I jam it back in the skull, and then I put it back on.
It's like there's like one gold tooth that's like crooked.
That's hilarious.
Well, I didn't know
That
whether the
seems
gold
fine.
tooth. I didn't know whether the gold tooth was like, had anything like. But they're not glowing, right? They're not
not
magical.
glowing.
They're
They're not
okay.
magical.
All right. I just leave the head there then, and I'm like, I kind of like make sure that it's on tight, and then I'm like, all right, okay.
I mean, do we think it's more respectful to just leave it here, or to I was gonna wait till we take a rest, but you know what? Just give me like 6 seconds, and I'm
Okay.
just spending right now.
Okay.
Because I do have it prepared, and it does only take an action. So let's see. I have 25 words. This place is, what is the more like colloquial term for the place that we are in? Is it
The Temple of the Allfather.
Okay. One, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 9. All right. I send that to my dwarven wizard friend. Oh, there should be an R on Allfather.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Allfather.
Check off my 3rd level.
24 words, perfect. All right.
Oh shit. So he actually wants us to bring the body home.
Just the one or all of them?
He just said specifically the one with the gold teeth.
Nick will. Is the 2-foot opening of the bag of holding and big enough to squeeze the body into?
I would.
Yeah, dwarves are kind of stocky. It's not like it's a gnome. Or
Right, yeah. I would say no.
Okay. So then we'll... Is it frozen solid?
Maybe. Do you want it to be frozen solid?
I don't know if I have a preference.
I think.
I guess why are you asking? Like what?
I mean, because if it's not frozen solid, then like Var could just sling it over his shoulder and.
Okay, then yeah, he can just sling it over his shoulder. That's fine.
Would could I send bodies through a teleportation circle?
I mean, are we gonna take a teleportation circle?
Could you throw a chair through a teleportation circle?
I don't know.
You could definitely carry a body through but I don't know if you could just like open it and just like toss the body. It's just kind of good. I'll say if you want to use a 5th level spell slot to cast teleportation circle, I will say yes, you can send the body through.
I don't think I want to do that right now,
Okay.
but I'm thinking potentially if we, it's getting late in the evening. If we rest, or I have, spell slots.
That's a pretty powerful spell. I'm going to say yes.
And also,
I'm going to say you can throw inanimate objects through a teleportation. Oh, yes. I'm going to say yes, you can do that. And I just had a thought, and I'm not going to spoil it in case someone else thinks of it. But Eliza knows what I just thought.
I think I know what you just thought too. Yeah,
man. Yeah, that's going to be. That could be something. That could be a really rude thing to do.
Wazos would definitely make a comment that if assuming that Ma'am says anything about such a thing. Does she?
What about the teleportation circle?
Yeah.
Yeah, she'll kind of just mention like I think we can get him home, I can send him there without us having to all go there.
Well, I mean, we might as well finish looking around and see if we can find the other bodies. No reason to just send the one if we have the others.
That's a good point.
So we'll leave the bodies as they are for now and keep looking. And then, if we find them, coalesce them into one space.
I mean, at this point, why not carry the dwarf body with us?
I guess in my head, I'm thinking that it's old and frail and liable to get damaged the more we move.
It's fine. Cool. Yeah, I'll say, Var could just sling it over his shoulder with no penalties. And not going to break.
I mean, I guess we may be coming back this way, but
probably not.
Yeah, I have no idea what these tunnels hold for us, so they could lead anywhere.
Okay.
I think if it's no problem, we just sling it over Vark's shoulder.
Cool. Let's do that.
Getting right around here, you start to feel a little bit of like a breeze. Like you start to see that the cobwebby webs here are more fluttering, and you can physically on your face you can start to feel there's like a breeze. Oh, am I?
Oh my goodness, a breeze. So refreshing.
Sorry, I was trying to munch down a snack. It looks like we have another fork in the road.
Kind of a basket. Well, let's go inside and see if maybe it's enough. No, it's not. God damn it.
So you can definitely feel that the breeze is coming from this direction. So like the air is coming in this way.
Okay, head towards the air.
I can see the valves.
Oh my god. Oh my god, what's this?
Yeah. So right there
Holy
is
balls.
the edge of like a ledge.
Holy
You're looking down like a good 75 to 100 feet down to the valley floor. And if you look,
Nix immediately puts their arm out, like, you know, like a parrot does with a kid sitting in the front seat, like, boom! Like, nobody go!
and if you look towards the left, you can kind of see like what looks very similar to the mountains that you came in through. You feel like if this section of rock wasn't here, like you might be able to like look and see the. Yeah. I don't.
Is this a ledge or is that no?
Yeah, I think the map is weird because I don't think I don't think there's a ledge for you to walk all the way out there like that. I think it's just like an opening in the side of the mountain.
Got it. So stay literally right here. You'll walk out of the like the fucking Lizzie Borden house or whatever it's called.
Right. It's just like a window into the rock. Like there's no ledge or anything to stand on. And you see of the cobwebs, like they're thickest here of the old cobwebs. So you're getting the idea that maybe this is how the spiders got in the first place.
Okay. Well,
that's one
exit.
Yeah.
Well, I scooch behind everybody and I'm like, all right, time to go the other direction. Let's go south.
Yep, let's do it.
Unless Wazos wants to fly out and see if there's anything on the side of the cliff.
I mean,
just for narration reasons, I'll say Zwazos, if you fly out like 20 feet and look left, you look down at the entrance of the temple and you can see the airship over there.
The airship's out there. It's cool.
It's cool.
It's super cool. Yes.
Well, it's actually, I guess, kind of good to know that we got a potential escape route if we really need it.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, can you guys get out that way?
Ma'am, just with a little wink. Yeah.
Cool. Swazos thinks ma'am is the coolest. like Swazos has like a little like ma'am trading card set.
Alright, there's a split and I think I know where this split off before. I just want to go verify that real quick.
Oh yeah, it looks like it. Yeah. It could.
Yeah, I go in like 15 feet, see that it connects over here, and I'm like, okay. And then we'll go south.
Okay.
Otherwise, Wazos, you're leaving.
I'm sorry. No, I'm lagging, but I'm okay.
Okay.
Oh, you guys go first. I'm still all squishy.
Okay. All right, then hang on. Sorry. I see everybody like going the other direction. And I'm like, hang on. Okay. All right. Now we have a fork in the road.
Son of a bitch.
It actually looks like there's rooms down towards the west. Like the rooms again? Look. Do you see how thick this gets? Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
So.
Oh.
Okay. I
So
stop
what
right
you
here
see
because you
here
said,
is
oh.
there's like a single pillar in this room that's about a 20-foot ceiling, and you can see here that like curtains of icy webbing stretch from the column to the walls. It still looks tattered like cobwebs, but it looks like at one point it was really thick here. And you can see there are a couple of like cocoons of webbing in the back corner where like Mammon's also sort of looking. Like there's two, shall we say, dwarf-sized
Well,
lumps.
this is already cutting them open.
Yep. Yeah, and as you do, you find two decapitated dwarf bodies.
Okay.
Yeah, might as well send them all back if we can.
Agreed.
So one thing you do notice is the clothing of these two is much better preserved, having been wrapped in like silk, like whatever, spider silk and stuff. And one of them still has like a pretty goodly supple leather pouch on his belt that definitely feels like it has something in it, some type of a vial.
I mean, might as well look.
Yeah. And so you do find that there is what looks like a potion inside.
Oh.
And let's see, what does it look like? Interesting. So you look at this and you can see that it almost looks like how oil and water separate. There's like 3 separate liquids inside the vial. One is brown, one is silver, and one is gray in this one thing. And I am going to put that into the party sheet.
Well, that's just another thing to check out later tonight, I suppose.
Do we want to do an Arcana check just to see what it is right now? Like, if we can? I mean, we've been
I think it would be a medicine check, wouldn't it be?
We've encountered before, so I don't know. It would be up to Nick what it would be.
Yeah, it's common enough where I would let you do a check.
Oh,
either one that you would prefer.
Yeah, I'll make an Arcana check.
Okay. And you want to help? You want to help Ma'am do the Arcana so she has.
Absolutely want to help. I'll just whisper in there and just be so thrilled that I get to like participate in Ma'am's process.
And Nix, you wanted a medicine check?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Ma'am's like, it's a portion of climbing.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. It's totally that. It's
like the sedimentary rocks, and rocks climbing. It all kind of makes.
Yeah. I totally. And then, like, Nix leads over. I totally didn't know that. Thank you. And it's like, I totally see what you mean. Yeah, it's totally a potion of climbing.
Yeah.
Should we go?
Yeah. I mean, Nick, for the sake of time, can you just zap us back to the room?
Yep.
Well, hang on.
There wasn't another.
Oh wait, do we want to do the circle and send the bodies back, or do we do that already?
Well, I thought there was more. Oh, is there not more passage?
I think that was everything.
Yeah, it loops around.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
But for the sake of shoe leather, yeah, that's everything.
Okay. Then we'll go back to the
track the map there for a second.
I don't know where I am. Hello.
Is that me?
I don't know where I am.
So you want to go back to the big room?
Yes.
Well, like back down to the statue, right?
Yeah.
Or is there another
statue?
The statue and the archway, and then.
Yeah.
Oh, the big main room or the.
I thought we were going down here because we haven't found anything except for the rune.
I mean, we've looked everywhere. We found bodies.
That's true. I don't know. Is there
Wait, where is Nick's thinking of going?
the
The
statue,
animating-
like where the animated thing with the thing, because we haven't gone through the wall, but maybe I'm just focusing on the wrong thing.
We did go through the wall. That's how we got into this passage. Oh, right, the wall at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's the wall that opens for the trap.
Oh. And we're not supposed to go there, right?
No.
Okay.
I don't think there's a way to go there.
No.
There. Okay.
And
All
we
right.
don't
Then
have-
yeah.
If I understood what ma'am got from her like detect magic at the time, the wall is just like transmutation magic that just allows the boulder to like
go
go
through and
into
nothing else.
it.
Pass through it. Yeah.
Got
Almost
it.
similar to like a meld into stone or something.
Got it. So we should go back to the big room. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'll head back to the big room
Yes.
Yeah.
please.
with
Is
the
there more
archway.
doors? We got to figure out how to get into the Allfather thing.
Well, I think that's the glowing archway.
Yeah,
We're
but we
back.
can't get into the glowing archway as we are right now.
I
Or
think
does
we
it
have
work?
to. We still have the axe.
The axe. Yeah, we
put
gotta like
back.
replace the axe.
So we have to put the frost rune somewhere and the axe somewhere?
No, I think it's just the axe is the only thing that is apparently missing from. I don't think the frost rune is a part of the puzzle in here.
All right, so I will say it takes about another 15 minutes for you to clear all those little caverns and then come back to the big main room. Vark just stacked the bodies on top of one another and just kind of carried them in a back. So you, assuming that that's what you wanted,
Thank you, Vark.
you can bring the 3 bodies back here
Yes.
into this room.
Isn't it 4?
The 4th one's a barbarian. Do you want to bring the barbarian woman back here?
I wasn't going to.
Dwarven barbarian, yes.
No,
Oh,
no,
never
human
mind.
woman barbarian.
Then,
Yeah, that's why I had Nyx do the sketch. So if for whatever reason we encounter someone, we can at least tell them.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't have anything specific that we know to do with it.
Okay. All right.
I
So you
would think we maybe find a spot to leave the bodies somewhere in here. Well, we kind of. Does that make sense?
sure. Tuck them into a corner somewhere safely,
Yeah.
respectfully. With one
Yeah.
loose tooth.
We really don't know what we're getting into here.
We really don't.
Yeah. So do you just want to tuck them into the corner of this room here?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Does it matter which corner? Top right, top left? I mean, top right is kind of where you came into the room.
Yeah, closer to maybe closer to where we know we'll like exit, just so it's easier to grab them on our way out.
Nick, and on that note, just something I'm thinking of, would you allow a casting of mending to kind of re-solidify the half pulled out tooth?
Yes, I will.
Yeah. Just on the off chance,
Sure.
I don't want there to be any kind of reason for them to think that we even considered the idea of pulling the gold teeth out of one of
I
their...
totally just imagined that. You guys bringing his body back and they look and they see this one like crooked tooth and they all just kind of like side eye you guys and you're like,
No.
so yes, you fix that with mending. Yeah.
Ma'am sees Zwazo's tooth and oh, good thinking, Zwazos.
That's awesome.
Swazo's puffed his chest all up and shit. He's all...
Just one thought. It said the giant. Remember the conversation with the giant where like you can only go to the Allfather once.
Yeah.
If we leave the bodies and don't take them with us, and we can only come here once, and maybe we get like poofed out of here because we don't know what we're. Yeah.
That's a very good.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick again.
It wouldn't be too far. It'd probably only take 5 minutes to run them out to the airship. And like give some directions to the druids and say, hey, listen, if we're not back in such and such time, take these to, Craghammer. Or not?
I thought we were just gonna teleport them
I mean,
and then rest.
If we think it's
That's what
worth
we did.
resting before going,
Yeah, I didn't think that. I mean, yeah, I was under the impression that we would not want to rest before we find out what's on the other side of this glowing archway.
I know, but I don't know if we'll have time to rest after finding out what's in this glowing archway.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The idea of going into the glowing archway and to potentially whatever we're going to find in there, like fully stockpiled, sounds great to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I've only burned a second level and a third level spell slots. I got.
Okay, so we all have. Okay.
I got all my sorcery points. I'm sorry, I got 10 sorcery points.
Okay, then maybe we can ask how long it would take to run the bodies back to the airship, and then
The airship.
determine whether that is a.
So, like, if you zoom out real far, Eliza,
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure the airship is like there. Or you
I can't even. I can't even see it. I can't even see it.
Black also.
Mhm.
Where's the color palette bit thing that used to be there?
What's that?
I know. I can't draw on it either. I don't know if you can see it. We were gonna ask how far away time-wise would it be to walk the bodies to the airship?
700 feet. 20 minutes? Half hour?
20 minutes to walk it there and then come back?
I would say a half hour to bring the bodies to the airship and come back.
Is that worth it to everybody?
I mean,
That'll put you at 7:45 p.m.
it's just Vark. I mean, it's only Vark that's going to be doing it, I'd imagine. Unless, ma'am, you want to help.
Yeah, Vark could do that.
But, like, if Vark wanted to do that and we wanted to take an extra half hour on top of that, Zvazos could summon Amos.
Whatever we want to do.
Does it take an hour to summon Amos?
Yes, unfortunately.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you want to take an hour and summon Amos, you can definitely get to the bodies to the airship and back. You can look around the room. You're gonna lose it. You're gonna lose the torch because Vark's gonna need one to go out and come back.
And certainly there can't be much more than a half an hour left on the torches we're burning now.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. So I would say all the current torches would be out by the end of that time.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. I mean, I just don't want to leave Bark alone, walking back and forth. I mean, I know we cleared.
I mean, ma'am could go with Vark.
Yeah, if the two of you go, I'll say it would only take 20 minutes. I don't know if that makes a difference.
Okay, but you
still
take
just
the
taking
sending
the
stone.
hour.
Take a sending stone in case anything happens,
Yeah, all right.
and
You
then I'll
want
give
the-
ma'am
Is that the bracelet or the necklace?
the necklace. I'll give ma'am my. Hang on. Where is
I
my
forget
sending
which is
stone
which.
necklace?
Ma'am's also gonna
wild magic.
Ma'am's gonna ask for the heads as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I thought I put them on the bodies, but never mind.
No, they won't.
Can I amend that too?
The sack. Yeah, the sack of heads is in the party sheet. You know what? I'm not going to make that an item. I'm going to delete that. You have the sack of heads. You're good.
Can I mend the heads onto the body?
No, that I will say you can't do.
Where's my sending stone?
Boom.
Where's my sending stone? Hang on, I have a sending
I don't
stone.
like
Yeah, you do. I see it. Sending stone necklace. You have a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I do. I do. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's why I try to organize it, but it's not really great. Okay, can I give this
Is it
directly
not
to
just
ma'am?
alphabetically organized?
Um,
No, because she uses the location, so it sorts. Like backpack has all the stuff with the backpack in it,
And then she's
and then
got
it goes to body and all the stuff that they're wearing.
I've gotcha.
okay, so do I have to put it in the party sheet first for you to grab it? I guess so.
I can
Okay.
move it directly if you want.
Okay,
Well,
move it
I mean,
directly.
Yeah.
put it in the party sheet because I'm gonna leave it with the druids. So
The
it would
sending
be-
skill necklace?
Oh, sorry. Yep, nope. I forgot we weren't talking
Yeah.
about the bag of heads.
Okay, I was just gonna say, assuming that you plan on giving it right back, like I'm not gonna make you move it back and forth. Like you just hold on to it.
Yeah, I would give it back
If
as soon as
that's
it came back.
Okay,
and again for shoe leather, like nothing's gonna happen.
Should
You
I
can just go and come back.
start summoning Amos?
What?
Or not want to wait the other 40 minutes?
Then I start summoning Amos. Yeah, I
Okay.
guess.
Okay. All right. So we'll go full hour.
So
So like I
bodies
said,
are-
it only takes 20 minutes to go back and forth. So you have 40. Michael? What are you doing?
I'm casting.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So you have 40 minutes. Is there anything anybody wants to do in that 40 minutes?
I guess I would just inspect the archway. I mean, I'm resting, but no,
Okay.
I would inspect the archway. Yeah.
All right.
I
Go ahead.
definitely want to ritual cast identify on the shard, the rock shard. I think that was there anything else we wanted to cast identify on? Oh no, because we figured out I think I would use 10 minutes for that and then go investigate the archway with Nyx.
You've already. So this is what the archway kind of looks like here with the 6 runes facing. I left the translations on there because we've already discussed that ma'am understands what they are. Hill, cloud. I don't remember what that is, but you know each one. There's the frost giants. There's the stone giants. I should not ish this. What are they? Okay. Hog is hill. Sky is cloud. Ild is fire. Uvar is storm. Stein is stone. And ice is frost.
That makes sense.
All right. I'm gonna keep this in a handy place so that if you don't remember the way I don't remember, I can bring that up again and explain. Okay. All right. Fantastic. Yeah. So you can see the archway. It's giving off a soft glow. I think. Is it giving off? Yes, it is. It's giving off a soft glow. Very soft blue glow.
What does my identify tell me?
Oh, you cast identify on it?
Not on.
Well,
not
I'm sorry,
on
I missed
that. On the shard. The
Okay.
yeah.
All right. You cast identify, and you learn that this is a shard of the ice rune. I have identified it in your inventory, so feel free to peruse all the different fucking shit that this can do.
Oh my god, it does all kinds of different shit.
It does all kinds of different shit.
Oh my god, I'm so excited for this thing that does all kinds of different shit.
Oh, holy shit. It's that gold value.
Oh my
God.
That was the same reaction I had. I was like, what, are you kidding me? This is worth 45,000 gold pieces?
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a set of +2 armor.
Yeah.
Holy balls.
And it does some cool, it definitely does some cool stuff.
I mean, okay, for what it's worth, it's just before 2. If that changes how we want to go about moving forward.
I want to see what's behind the fucking
Yeah, no,
door.
me too.
I super want to
just-
see behind the door. But
I
like,
assume that Ma'am would tell everyone else what it's.
Yeah.
That
Sorry,
I can share this if you're
yeah.
okay.
I'm just enamored by reading it.
oh my god. Holy shit. Holy shit. Hang on, wait.
Wait, what?
Oh my god.
You can put it on a cloak?
You can, but it pretty much ruins how cool it is if you do that. Because then
Yeah.
it's basically just a cloak of elven kind. Only it only works in snowy terrain.
Oh.
So you could sacrifice everything that the thing does.
And get a shitty cloak or a shitty pair of boots.
Like, but here's my thing: is it so it requires attunement, but it's not a like an amulet or a thing. Like, it just has to be on you. Like, it could be just in your bag.
Yeah, it can be in your pocket.
Then
You just have to be attuned to it.
then why would anybody ever do that?
I don't know. It just
I
it seems
guess
dumb to me.
perhaps a cloak of Elvenkind doesn't require attunement.
This one does. Yeah, cloak is now rare, requires attunement. You have resistance to fire damage and advantage on stealth checks made while in snowy terrain.
That's the dumbest thing ever.
That's garbage. Like, you're going to turn in this awesome shard of ice that already gives you fire resistance and can do all these things for a cloak of Elvenkind that only works in the snow.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is a cool thing.
This is really cool. Does it need to go in the ice rune? Have we given the axe to the giant?
No, we have not yet.
No.
If I turn around and I look at the room, and I see what we suspect is the Allfather in the center, yes?
Yes, correct.
He's facing towards the door, yes?
Correct.
Okay. And everybody else has their item, like they had outside, except for the giant that needs the axe.
Correct. The what looks to be a frost giant is not holding the axe, but you have rested the axe against the statue. You just didn't put it in his hands. You can see that his hands are clearly made in a way that the item can be removed from his hands. And as you look at the other statues, you see it's the same way with them. Clearly their weapons were meant to be, removed from their hands.
For whatever purpose.
Yeah, for whatever.
Are we at a point where we can let's
do it. Let's put the axe in the thing, and ideally it'll open up the archway, and we can go in and we can talk to the Allfather. Do we have our questions prepped? We did talk about them.
We want to ask about the whereabouts of Hecatan.
Yeah, that's priority one because we were told that if we could find Hecatan, he could put an end to the war altogether.
Yeah.
And the only thing better than that is being able to somehow go back in time and prevent the war from happening.
I don't think we can do that.
Yeah, no, that doesn't sound like a thing that we can do.
The phylactery.
Oh, in the phylactery. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get it.
All right. So, either Vark or Ma'am have the strength required to lift the 750-pound axe into the hands of the giant. Do you have a preference on who does it?
I think they do it together.
I was just gonna say.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. It's much easier. So the two of you walk over to the statue, you grab the giant friggin' axe, you lift it, you put it into his hands, and you turn and look at the arch, and nothing happens.
Of course nothing happens.
Do we have to frost it? Do we have to...
Ma'am, say the words.
Sure, ma'am will read out each word in giant.
Nothing happens.
I'm going to. What do I have? Do you do cold or necrotic damage?
Nick, can I have Amos?
Necrotic.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Can't you? Oh, you probably can't do that, can you?
Actually, I don't know. Actually, now I think of it.
From your cohorts? Oh, I have to add them to the combat tracker, though.
I'm gonna cast Green Flame Blade and just try to get fire on the fire rune.
On the archway?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna hit the rune, the fire rune, and cast with green flame blade. So you're striking the rune with your hammer with fire.
Maybe just a dagger. I don't want to actually
not in a way to damage it, but to, in a.
I'm mostly just trying to get the fire on it.
In like a
or
fake
kind
of
I hold up a torch to it.
To say that's probably better. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you do that. Let's see.
Yeah, the two questions we had left, with leaving one open in case one of them gets fucked up, is the nearest location of King Hecaton, right? Like nearest named location, because we didn't just want to go where is he? And then
I still think triangulation is the way.
Triangulation. To go. 3
right.
places we can triangulate for the location of King Hecaton, and then 3 locations we could triangulate for Ebondeath's phylactery.
Yes.
And then, was there a third one? We already know Ma'am's thing now.
Yeah. Or at least we know theoretically where to find it.
Yeah.
I can't think of another question. I think we also I think Ma'am. I think about all Ma'am's stuff she has going on, and I can't think of a question that necessarily furthers anything at this point.
Best way to end the giant war.
Okay, so Ma'am hits the rune with the
sorry.
dagger and the fire.
Yeah.
And you hear a gong sound, and you just feel this darkening, and then meteors shoot out from the archway at all of you.
I'm gonna use my inspiration on that.
Okay. Let me throw another one at you then.
I think I can.
Wait. Nix, why do you were restrained?
Wasn't.
Right, you shouldn't have been restrained.
I shouldn't have been restrained. I should have had a natural 20.
Yeah.
But, I still have a 23.
Okay, so you still saved.
Yeah.
Ma'am, you saved.
Amos saved, but it probably doesn't matter.
I got check marks on everybody except Ma'am. But I have to change that to a save. I'm just gonna half the damage after it happens,
Sure.
if you're okay with that, because I don't know how to do that. All right. Sorry.
Oh my god!
Okay, so that was 131 fucking damage. So that was halved for Ma'am. So what does that come out to? 65?
What? Yes, I had 13 wound. Also, what type of damage is it?
It is bludgeoning and fire.
I can use
Absorb.
absorb elements to at least resist the fire damage.
Okay.
I love how Nyx is the closest one to this fucking thing. Goes, holy shit! Even with like the restraint on, right? Managed to do this, and because of fucking half damage and evasion, I have no damage. I'm like, and then I turn, and then I'm like, hey guys, I made it! And I turn around, fucking Amos,
Alright.
eviscerated. Everybody has scorch marks up their body.
I can picture it now. Amos comes into being, and he's all like, "God, I'll never get tired of that." And then, boom!
Right.
Process is just like, son of a
32. So 65
Oh,
plus, what is 64? 30, 65 plus 16. 80. So, okay, so 81. So you would not take 81 damage of that 131. So that's 50 on top of your 13 would put you at 63 wounds. Okay. And you are not prone or unconscious.
Oh.
I was not expecting that.
I was not expecting that either.
Shit!
What the fuck did you just do?
I thought it was a puzzle! Not the fire on the fire!
Bark looks over at you. His fur's all singed. She's like, please don't do that again.
okay.
Okay. Pause. And then Nyx, like, thinks about it and then takes out. Do I have Google still? I think I have
Yes, you do.
Google. Is there anything about the Eye of the Allfather and the Temple of the Allfather about how to enter?
All right, let's see. My gut says no, but yeah, I'm gonna let the dice decide.
Okay.
I'm gonna put a DC of 18 on this. If you get an 18 or higher, he'll have a clue for you.
Does anybody have proficiency in history?
Is this history?
No,
History.
it's through Google, so it's just a straight roll.
Oh god, okay.
All right.
Oh my god.
That was awesome.
All right. So you get you get the Google voice back here. Legend has it the Temple of the Allfather's Oracle can only be accessed by giants and only by activating their own rune. It is unknown how to activate the rune, however.
Okay, so an actual giant has to open this. We need what's his face, Kinslayer.
So, ma'am, your memory is kind of jogged by Kinslayer telling you that only a giant's touch can open it, but he's not sure if maybe with your ancestry, if you would be able to do it. I'm going to give you the option. Like, do you have any specific affinity to any single type of giant? Do you know? I mean,
I think stone giant makes the most sense.
I was thinking that too, because if for no other reason than elephant skin is gray and they're gray.
Yeah, and I've always kind of
that way.
Yeah, I've always like I've got the stone dice from Ma'am. Like that just
Yeah.
fits the
Stone.
aesthetic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, I like that. Okay. Not that that means anything here.
So I think Ma'am would Ma'am know that connection to her heritage? I mean, I know that we've like talked about the connection to the giants and
Yeah.
the
I would say that, based on the Kinslayer's Harshnag's, mentioned that maybe your heritage contains some type of giant lineage, that based on that, like just like we just did here, Ma'am does the same thing. Like I guess stone. Like
Yeah.
if I had to pick an ancestry, I probably she has no specific reason for that, just a feeling.
Yeah. Ma'am is going to look at the others who are, I think, with the exception of Nyx, not doing so hot. Do we want to do this now?
I mean, we set up camp out by the airship and try again in the morning.
I'm fine with that. If
Like with Amos, maybe with Bless going.
I mean, it's.
Oh no, never mind. Sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, what?
I was going to say that Swanzos used the last of his incense, but Ma'am does still have one last thing of incense. So it can either be Amos or Bubble. But yeah, sorry. Go ahead, Eliza.
I mean, I don't see the issue with sleeping here, camping out here, But, I mean, maybe we can take cover behind?
I was going to say, as awful as it would make Zwazos feel, it's a very practical kind of idea to just have the rest of us hide behind statues while she tries.
Well, I was thinking we want to be close by the door when it opens, so like just, stepping back a little bit, but still being able to like fully use your movement to get in.
Well, okay, hang on. Hear me out on something. Nick, is there any chance whatsoever that if we were to do a long rest after the remorazes and the spiders and the blah, 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 that we would be ready to level?
I mean,
I know
yeah.
it's metagaming, so you don't have to tell me if you don't think I should.
Yeah, I'm going to say you have no idea.
Okay,
both in game and out.
Yeah. So then I am going to say that, I mean, who knows if we could take another hit like that. I do not think we should. I don't think we should press forward without recovering.
That's a fair
and that we could
assessment.
we could talk about it in the morning over breakfast. And Salty's not here, so we'll have to eat crap. But still.
Yeah, that's fine by me. I can even I could trek out and send the dwarven bodies and come back in.
I think, and I don't know about anybody else. If everybody else feels differently, I'll go along. But I don't like the idea of spending the night in here. Like, this place has tried to kill me multiple times.
I
think outside with a proper camp with druids who can help us keep watch is better. At the very least, we're going to have to tell them what we're doing.
Yeah, this place has definitely tried to kill us on multiple occasions. We don't know what could be triggered in the night. I might be with Swazos on this one.
I'm trying to think of how Vark would. What would Vark think about this?
Were we supposed to use the axe on the door?
So Vark says, "I want to kill shit tomorrow."
That is exactly what Mark would say.
Are we supposed to use the axe on the door instead of
Well,
giving it back to the?
let's go brainstorm and figure that stuff out later.
Yeah.
Okay.
For what it's worth, my conversation with Harshnag, he said it took the touch of a giant, and I think it might just be that I have just enough touch of giant in me. I don't know if it has to do with the axe. I think it's just
Ooh,
the
if
lineage.
it doesn't work, you could get big and try again.
Well, I mean, I was gonna get big.
You were going to get big before trying the first time.
Yeah,
You can only do that so much, though.
but I mean,
it's awesome.
but yeah, but it's cool.
I know.
Okay, so are we going out?
It's fun.
So we're going back and making camp next to the
Yes.
airship.
Yeah, we're going to go back.
Okay.
To the airship.
Now, are we going to fast forward the camp scene, or are we going to play that out and then?
So before we head out, Mam is going to cast Sending one more time and say, I don't think
you can ish. It's fine.
Yeah, basically just I'm sending the bodies to you in 30 minutes at your teleportation circle, unless I hear otherwise.
And is it worth it to use another sending to try and contact Harshnag to get any more kind of input on any kind of guidance on how to activate a rune? I mean, you've got the slots.
Yeah, I could try that.
You just need to be familiar with the person, right? You don't have to have a...
Yeah, it's just familiar.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Let me make sure I have enough.
Yeah, there's a 5% chance of failure if you're on another plane of existence.
Right.
Well.
Yeah. So, unless he ran really fast and got himself in another dimension, you're reasonably assured to be able to reach him.
Okay. Well, first, I'll like I said, I'll send that to dwarf guy whose name I never remember.
Okay. I always have to check my notes too. Thalarn. And he expresses, shock and thankfulness, and he's grateful, and he'll make sure that their families are notified.
Wonderful.
He's super happy.
Yeah. So then, I mean, that's all I wanted to do. Can Mam and Vark take the axe out of the giant's hands? Just...
Yeah, I mean, you can, yes.
Yeah,
you know that you can. Yep.
I think we would like to do that before we leave.
We bring it outside with us?
Oh, you're gonna take it with you?
Or
just remove it, or
on this. Instead of the axe, take whatever weapon is being held by the stone giant.
Yeah, it's a giant club. I believe it's. Hang on. Let me.
I'm just wondering if it might come into play with your.
He's holding a giant stone boulder. It's not even like a weapon. He's just got like a giant boulder. Yeah, 750-pound stone boulder.
No, that would be much more difficult to. Let's do
that. It's the same weight. I would say you can. It's just the same if you want to pick that up.
If for no other reason than we know that the axe being out of the giant's hand hasn't done anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although, you know what? It's not like somebody else coming and going, it takes away our opportunity. So I was almost thinking like, if somebody comes along and gets to it first, I don't think that matters. So I think let's just leave it, actually, unless anyone has strong feelings otherwise.
No, I don't. Let's go. Let's get warm. Let's rest up. I'll resummon Amos. And I'm so mad. Like Zwazos is secretly mad at Mam because Zwazos had this plan that we would talk to the Oracle, and then we'd get in the airship, and while the airship was flying, Zwazos would suck up the level of exhaustion and just finish his tome over the night. And now that's not too longer.
Okay, so you're all heading out to the airship, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. All right,
Yep,
so
yep.
you head out to the airship.
It's so cute. It's so cool. We should name it something.
Ooh.
Oh, we're gonna have to brainstorm on that.
I will. Well, so we're 12 minutes from end of session here. I was gonna wait for you all to kind of be done with this before fully introducing you to the airship and the druids. Do you want to do that now, since we only have 12 minutes, or do you want to skip over this for now and go back to the temple door?
I mean, I can't imagine that going into the temple is going to offer anything. I think it's probably just going to be worse to have a cliffhanger than to just
that's kind of what I'm
fresh next time.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I would say.
I think we like get everything for our long rest settled so that we're ready to just go in the next morning.
I'm also super interested to see how close we are to leveling.
I don't think you're that close.
I don't think so either. I just, again, interested to see how close.
Yeah, I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think you're all that close.
So
okay.
is it fair to say that we're out there and Ma'am casts her teleportation circle to send the dwarfs back?
Yeah.
So I will, because I have, it does take, I have 3 sets of chalks and inks for casting, so this will leave me with 2.
Okay.
And yeah, Ma'am just sends that back about half an hour after she did the sending. And I guess we'll also take the opportunity, take Zwazos's advice and send sending to Harshnag and ask just basically any other advice on how to at Temple of Allfather, any advice on activating the runes or activating the
or
archway.
getting inside or whatever.
Yeah, getting inside the archway.
Nick, assuming that there's time, I would like to. I'm realizing that the Sun Sword is still technically my pact weapon.
Oh, yep.
So I guess I would. We don't have that +1 rapier anymore because I gave that to Naruk. So right. I guess I'll pick one of my daggers to be able to use my charisma instead of dexterity if I ever do need to.
Yep, that's fine. You can do that overnight. Yep. Okay. All right. So you are all on the deck here. These are the druids. So there's 8 druids and one kind of fairy-like creature. Seems to be one of the druids, like pet or friend or familiar type thing.
Like an intelligent creature?
Like what?
Like an intelligent creature?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. He looks like a giant. Like he kind of looks like a giant housefly.
Sorry, go on. Please introduce me to this colorful cast of characters.
So you've met the 4, pretty druidy looking druids. If you recall, they were the 4 druids you met in Cloggy Lamarter's lair. They are what are their names? Argina, Delis, Saja, and Zuri. And you do kind of vaguely remember them as well.
Oh my god! I just saw the images pop up.
Yeah, I was on the lower deck map.
Yeah, you also remember that there were a couple others there who might have been in squirrel form at the time. who were druids, but also interested in becoming rangers. And they introduced themselves as well. So it's there's Chip, as well as Dale, and Gadget, and Monterey. He goes by Monty, and Zipper, his fairy-like friend.
He looks like a badass.
Oh my god! I fucking love
This is
everybody.
incredible.
So they all explain that they've all been they all met Claugula Mater very similarly to the way you met her. Just the life of the forest that seems to sprout around Claw is really something that drew them in. And then once they met Claugula Mater, they started kind of helping her with things, and then it just kind of grew into this friendship cult. And so they've really kind of been following her ever since. And then once this weird cult of the dragon showed up with this airship, Claw decided that we could take a more active role in helping you. It does take 4 of us to run the airship. So at any time, 4 of us can be running the airship, and the other 4 generally are resting or doing whatever. We also we won't all. We're kind of pacifists in a way. However, any one of us would be happy to help you at any time. Meta speaking, if you want to bring one of them along as an NPC, you can do that. The 4 druids are straight up druids, and then the other 4 have a little dip. So Chip has a little bit of fighter in him. Dale's got a little bit of rogue in him. Gadget's got a little bit of artificer, and I forget what Monty
Barbarian for Monty
is supposed to be. I forget what he does.
Or is it Ranger?
I gave him something. Oh yeah, he's a ranger. He shoots. He's more long range. And then little Zipper is something. I forget what.
So
a little what's the magey rogue there?
Oh, arcane.
The arcane trickster, yeah, a little arcane trickster.
So Zwazos, definitely feeling this kind of pressure with Naruk's absence, is wondering if the druids are powerful enough to be able to revivify.
They do not have revivify. They do have level 3 spells. That is not a spell that they have. However, I haven't figured out a way to explain this in a game sense or whatever. But collectively, they have the ability to cast Revivify once a day.
So, in other words, if we can bring one of us to the airship, they could all.
Yeah, once a day, you can bring someone back in a Revivify type way within 10 minutes of them dying, which is a little different than Revivify. I think Revivify is 1 minute.
Yeah, but this is a different kind.
I don't know. Maybe they have an amulet or something. I don't know.
It's a different spell. Exactly how to explain it. A homebrewed spell.
Yeah.
It's
it's a collective. It's a ritual
thing. Good.
Yeah,
I buy it.
That makes me
checks
feel
out.
super duper good.
Yeah.
Also, I think it's important to say that Zwazos looks very awkward, as though he has something he wants to say but can't bring himself to say it.
Okay. Did he summon Amos already?
I don't have any incense. I used it all up.
I see. I see what he's being awkward about.
Oh, I don't. Oh, are you looking for incense, ma'am? Are you hang on. And then Nick brings out like the 3 sticks of incense. Do you think we could grind this down to make something, or no?
Do any of the druids have incense on them?
Wait, Zwazos, are You want some incense for Amos?
Well, I mean, I'd like to get Amos back, but I thought you might like Bubble back too, so I
Yeah, no, I mean, I love having Bubble around, but God, that place scares the shit out of him. I mean, you should have heard the obscenities he was screaming at me as that boulder was coming towards us. He doesn't want to be here. And Ma'am gives Vazos her brick of incense.
I forgot ma'am could absolutely tell what it was.
Zwazos has learned a very valuable lesson about open and honest communication with his party members. It's very important to be able to share your feelings and what you need.
So, that being said, this ice shard thing, is it too big for Bubble to carry on his person?
It's 2 pounds.
Ooh, is it?
Yeah, that's probably pushing
Is that too big?
Here, let me see what his strength score is.
Amos pops back into existence, just is still in the middle of Wah!
Oh, Bubble has a strength score of 3. I don't know what that translates to.
I don't know. I mean, he'd have to
carry with the
carry it, right? Like, it's not like a ring you could put on his foot and it just
Right.
like.
Oh, well, it is. So it says your carrying capacity is your strength score multiplied by 5.
Oh.
So he could hold it, right? He could hold it in his talons. He could just kind of hold it.
We can make it a pouch.
What if we make a little backpack?
Anybody have leatherworking skill or tool?
I think hang on. I have some sort of tool. Hang on. I think
Artisan's tools.
I mean,
1 second.
We have an artificer, but yes,
I have a whole
what does
bunch
Nick
of tools.
have?
I have a whole bunch of tools.
I'm proficient with artisan's tools. I just found out when I looked at my skills earlier.
Hang on, let me look at my skills. One
Well,
second.
if you're looking at the one in your
I'm not proficient. I just have a +4 because of my dex.
Oh,
yeah,
I
that's
do
just
have
the thing that was
artisan.
just added in the skills where it says artisan tool. Everybody just has that, and I think we talked about you can I was able to make it into my smith's tools because that's what I have proficiency with. I think it's just your default thing to.
Yeah.
Oh, but I literally have
Let's hear it.
artisan tools, like the painting and the thing and I thought I was
you can make art and you can chisel statues and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, I can stitch up. I mean, I have a pouch. How hard is it to stitch up a couple little things to put around his wings? I mean, let's just make sure the shard fits in the pouch first.
We don't have to worry about this right now.
Yeah.
Bubble is not currently with us, but
Right.
I'm sorry.
So
I just think that'd be pretty
I would
cool.
say with a short amount of time you could turn a pouch into a
Bird backpack.
satchel for Bubble.
That would be super cool. Because he would be able to cast the spell's not an attack, right? So he could cast the spell.
And again, just like the way that what's his name, Amos does
Amos.
it would be his reaction with you using your action on your turn to have him do it.
Okay.
So it'd be your action, and Bubble would release the spell.
Okay.
Activate the item on their reaction.
Right.
So, on your turn.
On that note, Nick, Zwazos would like to. We can't remember what we talked about before, but just empty the ring of spell storing out and fill it with a 5th level armor of Agathis.
Okay.
And then before we try to open the door, I will have Amos cast out on himself. And then I'll put a second level bless into the ring. It's my plan. So just to share with the group.
Cool. All right.
25 more hit points.
Yep, just remember your plan.
It is past 2:30 now.
Yep. Okay. It is
So
past
we're gonna long
2:30.
rest.
You're all snug as a bug in a rug in your fancy new airship that needs a name. And yeah, we'll see about next time. Like I said, as usual, I'll check in on Friday. Does anybody know for sure they're out on Sunday?
Not
That's fine.
not 100%.
Okay. Very good. So I'll check in on Friday, and we'll see if we can head back into the temple and figure out how to get in that door without dying.
Yeah. Let's go, team.
Can we get the experience first?
Oh, yes. Let me give you a long rest. Oops, that's initiative. I don't need initiative. Rest.
Oh, did I hear anything back from Harshnag?
Oh, right.
Oh, that's right. Yes. Let me give you the give everyone a long rest here. Long rest. All right. 2,300 experience. So yes. So you do hear back from Harshnag, and you hear him as he's talking back in his 25 words. You can tell he's like winded, like he's still running, like he is running. And what he says is, Giant's Touch, gotta get in the rune. Use your own weapon, or use the same weapon as the giant.
All right.
So like an axe for frost, a stone for stone. Yeah. Okay. Got it. That's cool.
All right.
Oh, poor Harshnag. He's just sprinting across the fucking earth. And material plane.
And I'm coming. Almost there.
Almost there, big guy. You're good. We're getting a long rest. We'll see you there. I love how Nyx is responding, not hearing it, just being like, like this gets relayed by Ma'am, and then Nyx is just like, "You're good, Betty." like I can hear them. Nyx knows